thing.
All
If you
right.
need.
I think they can hear us now. Matt was just remarking that he's dead. Again.
I'm gonna die for real this
Yeah,
time.
for
Not
real.
again. I'll really die this time.
So hey, if there's anyone in the channel, thanks for joining us. Adventures in Lollygagging, Defenders of Gold Ball, Grim and Paris, Free League folks, everyone's here. They'll plug their stuff in a second. We are continuing our little Cinders of Heaven alien campaign thing. That title will hopefully become apparent at some point for reasons.
Oh, great.
But yeah, it's fun. This is, I think, episode 7 for us, session 7. So I'll do the summary after after everything. But let's just start with some introductions. So, who are you playing, and who are you, and what you got to plug? So we're starting with Jeremy.
Oh no. I'll be playing Marshal Law, a licensed android warden. Early attempt at some synth law keepers. Had to be repurposed due to alleged issues.
Yeah.
And just a real stand-up, good synth. Yeah, no problems at all. And for fun stuff to plug, we're going to record a new Bloodcast coming up soon. L.A.W. Some awesome folks talking about comics.
Did you pick what you're doing? What's next? Oh wait, hang on.
We're reading Marshal Law.
Okay, there it is. There's the link.
Deep cuts.
Okay.
Deep cuts on the Bloodcast.
Heyo.
All right.
Heyo.
It's good stuff.
I've been reading a lot of synthetic rules for no particular reason except for the fact, there's synthetics everywhere. But it was just kind of interesting. The different things that. Yeah. So like basically. You're not allowed to carry weapons. Like synthetics are not allowed to carry weapons. So Marshal is like a real like sore thumb in some places because he's an android wandering around. Now, one of the things I was curious about, and this is entirely up to you, Jeremy. Thank you, Matt, for your Prime sub. Or is that Matt? No, that's Adam. Sorry, old habits.
Oh, I did mine earlier, but before we went live. But hey, you're welcome.
Okay.
It's us. It's us.
Okay.
That's
the old habits die hard. Jeremy, I was going to ask you is how apparent from like the outside that is Marshal an android? Can he pass for human?
I think visually, sure, but I think as soon as he opens his mouth, I imagine he's kind of got the weird, like the head tilts in a funny way when he talks.
Okay.
He's got the jarring. I think as soon as he opens his mouth and starts talking, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Maybe from a distance, for somebody who's not familiar, it might pass.
Synthetics passing as human has nothing to do with the current adventure that we're on. So I was just curious how Marshal was. Okay, let's go over to Adam. Tell us about Biggie.
Well, Biggie, he's from somewhere. I mean, I don't even know what planet he's from, but he's a roughneck. He does a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And, he, for instance, knows how to turn right while walking backwards in Power Loader 5000, Power Loader 3000, whatever. But
see, now it makes perfect sense, by the way, right? Doesn't it? For why she didn't tell you the truth about that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, little do they know that you can't do it on flat ground because of the weight in it. There's a counterweight in it that is supposed to help you back up while walking with full load, but you got to do it left.
I'm taking notes about this so that on the next planet where I tried to trick you guys, you're not gonna be able to catch me with that one.
Right. No. So yeah, that's Biggie. He's a bit of a smart ass, but
what we got going on?
He's got a big heart. I would like to plug Radiator RPG, and we run a little podcast. It's the first 10 episodes have been put out there for free, so everyone can check it out. So that should lead to us on Spotify, and I'll put that in there as soon as I get logged in because apparently I got logged out.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember my commands. I put a bunch of commands in, but I forget them. I forget them all at this point. But there should be somewhere. But there you go. All right, Melissa.
I am playing Clover. Clover is the scientist of the party. She's, kind of scatterbrained, messy in appearance. And the talent that I just took this last time was Light Sleeper, because I think that fits her pretty well. So she only has to sleep for one shift every 2 days instead of one shift every day. So I don't know when that's going to come into play, but it seems to make sense that would be Clover. In terms of plugs, with Adventures in Lollygagging, we're here every other Monday with Alien. On the alternate Mondays, we are on Free League Publishing playing Basin. And then on the weekends, we try to get in some Mutant Year Zero Gen Lab Alpha. And recently we've been playing some other things as well, like Those Dark Places or Best Left Buried or Cobwebs and things like that.
Awesome. I'm sorry. I was making new commands. So there's now a fart command just because. And I remembered I was going through my Nightbot commands and I noticed that I had one for Jen too, for when Jen constantly shot long in the arm. So good. That was fun. No one's gonna pay attention today. It's just gonna spam stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Jen can't join us tonight, so let's go over to Matt.
Hello. I am playing Bud McCall, the captain of the ship, and I'm gonna die for real tonight. It's gonna finally happen. It's been teased for what, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? Sessions, I should say, not weeks.
Pretty much
6
since
weeks.
the beginning, right? Like
yeah, since the beginning. So it's finally gonna happen. I'm gonna die tonight. And what I got going on, you can find me over on Free League Publishing's Twitch page site. Yeah, twitch.tv/Free League Publishing, where we got all kinds of stuff going on. Tomorrow night, Jeff's gonna be playing in Twilight 2000 beta. Forbidden Lands on Thursday, Forbidden Lands on Saturday via Chuck over there. Yeah, so lots of cool stuff. You can find me over there.
Awesome. And you're doing Bitter Reach too, right? Your Thursday game?
Yeah, I'm running Bitter Reach.
Nice. So
it'll be good. It's very fitting this time of year.
Yeah, and relatively new still. It just came out a couple months back. So nice. Yep. And Chuck.
Yeah, I am playing Frenchie. Currently pilot, soon to be captain. Yeah, it's great. With Defenders of Kobold, I don't know. You can find me on Defenders of Kobold. Yeah, there's the link in the chat. I don't know. We do stuff and things. It's great.
Awesome.
It is.
What we got on Wednesday? We got
Wednesday is Rime of the Frost Maiden that we're running in Dark Trails, the Weird West DCC based game. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. So your current job. You picked up a job several weeks back. While you were on Tanaka 5, and the job you chose was to head to a planet, still in the kind of the Outer Rim, basically, where you were meeting with Hyperdyne Systems. Hyperdyne Systems is a synthetics manufacturing company that was taking over a contract that Seeks and Biotech had kind of defaulted on because their synthetic delivery was hijacked, pirated, whatever you want to call it. And so Hyperdyne has decided to, surprisingly so, take this contract because Seeks and Biotech's their synthetics are kind of like working Joe, blue collar, not the most advanced models, whereas Hyperdyne Systems are far more advanced. And Hyperdyne wanted somebody to make some deliveries, and you all pick that job. And so you come here. When you first arrived, there's this other ship in orbit. They were like, "No, you can't go down on the planet. Sorry. Like, there's like been some sort of meteor shower. We're not being let down." But the minute you spoke with the folks in the Hyperdyne factory and the dormitory and the employee area, they were like, "Yeah, come on down. That's great." So you go on down. Everyone's super accommodating. Big E and Murphy, one of the quartermasters there, who not so great. They didn't get along too well. Marshal got into a fight with another a female model by the name of Polly, was a synthetic as well. But other than that, everyone was super accommodating. You got to meet with the executive Alan Sprague, who was just like, "Hey, yeah, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. You make these deliveries, and it shouldn't be any problem." But all the time, you were getting these weird signals. Like, you got this like weird SOS signal. You had trouble triangulating, contacting, figure out what was going on, and you decided to sort of split the party towards the end, where after the meeting with your executive. So Marshall and Bud McCall stayed back inside of this employee compound because apparently there's going to be a nice dinner tonight with a big spread. And the rest of you traveled back. Big E was already huffing it. He was running down the tunnel because you're a few miles away from where you parked your ship. And so the rest of you were brought over to your ship. Meanwhile, two synthetics by the name of Paul and Polly, both male and female models, were sent off to start making the preparations to stock your ship with the synthetics that you're looking to deliver. And as you all were on your own ship, you once again heard that signal. This time you decide to communicate with them. And in that exchange, you learn that, according to whoever was making this message, that they were in the storage, like some sort of storage container, storage place within the synthetic factory. You learn that the people who were contacting you were made of meat, so they're humans, and the person who was specifically contacting you was Alan Sprague, executive, supposedly, of the Hyperdyne Systems, and that apparently the synthetics have overtaken the facility and are keeping humans captive. So, I think that's it. I think that's everything, right? So let's get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start we'll start in the ship. Khalidi, sign him really quick. So first of all, everyone take a stress from hearing that. You just heard that this entire outpost has been overtaken by synthetics, and that there are humans somewhere that are being captive. And not only that, your best friend, your leader, Bud, is back, trapped perhaps, imprisoned himself within this employee compound, and then Marshall as well. So what do you all do with that little piece of information that you just got? So this is Big E, Clover, and Frenchie.
Okay. Hey,
We got to get the captain out.
Okay, you read my mind.
We need a benign sounding emergency to get the captain out here.
Something that Paul just won't come out and handle himself.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyone know if the captain's got any kids?
Well,
if whatever we say now becomes canon, so
not that he knows of.
Hey, if somebody gets out again and he were to do something that you wouldn't like, Clover, would you not take it easy on me for show, but take it easy on me after?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you and I was disagreeing on some stuff and the only person that could settle it was Bud, well, then I don't think they'd be sending their people.
Oh, for all I know, they have like some mediator android. They seem to have an android for everything. What if we have like something on the ship that we've like secured that only he can have access to? Like
Mother.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Something that we need his password, his voice, his whatever to.
Yeah, I mean, I miss my mother, so surely he misses his, right?
Could we, rig up like a, engine core breach or something like that? At least so that way it would look like it on sensors. Call him up. Hey, Captain, we need you to come down and shut Mother down. She's doing something weird.
I could probably take care of the computer part. Biggie, if you can, manage your way around the mechanical part of it.
Sure, I can do that. We could also just tell him that I left something in the safe that he rations out to me. We got to think of something. But, like.
What if we got like a priority message? Like, don't we get priority messages sometimes that only he can read?
You know what? That's yeah. I think you got it. Okay.
Priority message Only he can pick it up, but it's flagged as emergency and he has to read it ASAP.
That work?
That
Yeah,
works. That stuff
yeah.
goes to Mother.
Now, you don't need me to run it down there, do you?
No, I think maybe we can try and ping him. Let's try and contact the base on the comms in the ship.
Jeff, can I try to do some kind of roll to like fake a message or something?
Yeah, roll contact.
All right.
So you're trying to fake a message, like fake a message from Mother.
Like a notification?
Okay, so you're trying to notify. Are you just trying to like you could just call? You can try to call him anyway. You can try to call Bud if you want.
We
Yeah,
don't start with the simple option.
Let's do that. Let's give him a call.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you give him a call, and obviously there's like static, as if the signal's not quite working right. But go ahead and roll a contact to see if you can kind of get through.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Roll. Go ahead and roll panic really quick.
Okay. Now, how does the Nerves of Steel work?
I just picked that up too.
It's a -2 modification to all panic rolls.
Yeah,
Okay.
so whatever you roll, just take 2 off of that.
Mm-hmm. The higher the result
So
you
good.
get is usually pretty bad.
You're good. You're solid.
So 7, yeah, you'd be 7. 7's fine. Okay.
Okay.
So as you kind of get through, you hear a ton of static. Like it's like as if those radio signals that they claim are some kind of atmospheric interference is again playing sort of tricks on your messaging, and you hear a familiar voice come on the other end, and you're like, oh hey there, Khalidi-san. It looks like we got our wires crossed. This is Executive Sprague. I got your captain. He's downstairs. He's playing little pools. There's something I can run down and get him if you want, or I could just I can give him a message or something you want to tell him.
If you could grab him, that would be fantastic.
Okay, I'll go see if I can go ahead and do about right now. I do want to warn you though. Looks like weather's kicking up a bit, so this call might be a little short. And so you hear him.
I have every confidence that you'll be able to make it work.
Oh,
Thank
of course.
you so much.
Sure, no problem. And so he goes and he disappears. So we'll cut over then to Marshall and Bud, who are.
Oh, Marshall's there too?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just
That guy.
Just
It's the
kidding.
2 of us. Our
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Just the two of us.
So you guys are in the sort of the main area, employee area, right? You got the arcade games, you got the pool table, you got darts, all that kind of stuff. At this point, there's only 2 other people in here with you. That's Rutland, the ICC inspector, and Hazel, who has been playing pool, but has been frequently looking up at Marshall, kind of staring him down from time to time, not in a way that suggests she's trying to hide it. And you're all in here just so you got a little time in terms like so you got a few minutes here, just the way this happens. You know that probably about 15 minutes ago or so, maybe 20, maybe a little bit more. I can't remember exactly how long it takes, but like you saw everyone leave, right? And so you've been here kind of by yourselves, just kind of hanging out. So what have Marshall and Bud been doing?
I can think of a couple things.
All right.
One is if there's a chance to try and patch myself up slightly, I would try to do that. And then I also had an idea for something to ask Rutland.
Okay. So let's
We're
handle.
just gonna be punching synthetics the whole time. Again.
I mean, that'll come.
Now, as far as you know, there's no synthetics in this room. There's just Rutland and Hazel.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe there. We don't know. All right. So you're looking to heal yourself, like you're trying to patch yourself up. So
Yeah.
let me pull this back up again.
I got cut.
So you don't. So androids don't heal. Instead, a
Right.
shift of work is required in a Comtech role.
Okay.
Which is like.
So shift is like a full 8 hours or something.
Yeah, it's like
okay,
I
so
think it's
that's
10
not
hours.
happening.
Yeah, it's 10 hours, and then you can repair all lost health points and all critical injuries as long as the android hasn't suffered a system shutdown. They
Cool.
can repair themselves. So you can begin to start that, but you would know it's going to take a while.
Yeah. So that's not really viable. But I did have an idea for a couple questions for Rutland.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to talk to Rutland because we found out that he's potentially a spy.
Yeah, that's the story that the executive, Alan Sprague, if that's his real name, said. Yeah. So he's pacing around, pissed off. you know. Whereas Hazel is more calmly playing pool. You can see he's just like restless leg syndrome and such at one of the tables, just stubbing through various documents. So what do you say?
Mr. Rutland, sir, I shared your message. Like I said I would. I'm a man of my word. Of course, he claims you didn't have the appropriate paperwork. I've worked as an officer of the law. I've served papers. I'm curious, do you have that paperwork? It would help me validate that I'm working in the right to support you, if you understand.
He looks at you and he says, "Do you frequently refer to yourself as a man?" Like,
sometimes, yeah. Wordplay is a funny thing.
And he's like, "Well, if you want my paperwork, if you want to look at it, it's right." And he just kind of pushes it over to you. He's playing around with paper. He's got some stuff in front of you. He says, "If you don't trust me, here is," like, and he throws in front of you like those little document that demonstrates his authority here and what he's deemed to do. And it very much, as you look at it, at least on the surface, it seems like it's pretty routine instructions for a annual inspection. That's it.
It's not that I don't trust you. It's kind of a verify thing. Gives me peace of mind if something were to make me feel I need to take action. I don't directly work for you, but I also don't like being yanked around. So something felt off. I figured I would check.
So he just, yeah, I mean, he's like, what do you mean something felt off?
I don't know. This place, it's weird. Maybe it was the stabbing. I don't know.
And he's like, stabbing can have that effect on people, but I think he continues to support the theory that they're just trying to cover up various indiscretions and various rules and violations at their production factory and at their mining operation and such. And he kind of goes off into a tirade about it once more.
And for Marshall, he doesn't really care if it appears rude. He actually will take the time to go through and like actually read through it.
Okay, like his actual work.
Yeah, because he is an investigator.
Okay.
So he'll
roll an observation.
Well.
So if you want to like judge this for its and him for like their veracity.
Pretty much. I should be doing that more often. That's a lot of dice for one success.
I mean, from what you can tell, it looks legit. Like you've seen, I don't think you've not worked for the ICC, but you have worked in some sort of official capacity, and you would probably be privy to certain documents. These don't look forged.
Right.
The dates,
you don't mind,
the dates match up and everything.
I appreciate that. I don't want that to have come across in the wrong way. It'll help give me clarification in future actions.
And he says, "Marshal, you helped me out, and honestly, I have enough to be pissed off about. I'm not gonna be pissed off at some synthetic being curious."
Well, it's kind of you. It's better than I normally get. So I'll keep my eyes peeled, and if I see something, I'll let you know.
Okay. And
I'll probably share this with the captain.
And as you get up to go back, you turn around and like there's Hazel like standing right behind you, like just sort of, she's got her hand on her gun just a little bit, and she's like, "There's a problem here, Mr. Rutland, sir. Is this synth giving you problems?" And he's just like, kind of waving her off, like, no, it's fine. And she does one of those things where kind of like bumps you in the shoulder a little bit as you pass by.
Whoa. That's with the hostility. We're friends, close enough, approximate even.
She like shifts the cigar to like one other side of her mouth, like, "You and I are not friends."
We're not. We could be. Do you dance? I dance.
And you can see she just sort of pulls the duster back a little bit and kind of lets the gun holster kind of come free. It's like, "No, I don't. I don't dance."
Whoa,
very
okay.
hostile.
Bud's gonna get in between the two of them.
hostile.
What's going on here? What do you got against my crew member here?
I got nothing against your crew. I got nothing against you. I got a hell of a lot against that damn model right there running around. The hell? I thought all of them were destroyed, recalled, ground down to some sort of little plastic pus and built into like toasters or something on spacecraft. I don't like this one walking around talking to my my boss here like he's got the run of the place. The hell's wrong with you? Don't you know what this one does?
There's nothing wrong with Marshall. I know
Oh,
what he
really?
does. He does his job and he does it well.
He does it now.
I'm very helpful, and some of my best friends are toasters, but I don't want to bother you anymore.
What's your problem? What's your history with this model? You got no beef with him, with Marshall himself.
Well, I don't know if it was him or not, but I got to tell you this. I was on the recovery run for Heaven's Joy when that son of a bitch, or one of them like him, went and slaughtered a whole damn outpost because he got some little glitch in the system. So, no, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go ahead and leave my hand here and my eyes on him. Okay? And you might want to do the same. Because up until the point where that one went crazy and started shooting and gunning down everybody that he was supposed to be protecting, he was just a ideal citizen of the colony. But I guess you can sleep good at night knowing that he's just a wonderful ship android that hasn't done anything wrong yet. Yet is the key word there, by the way.
Why don't you just go back to your corner of the room, all right?
No, why don't this one go back to the corner? You know, why you don't need to breathe. Why don't you just go step outside just for a little while?
But it looks like you had words for Mr. Rutland. I don't want this to be awkward. I'll take a step. I'll mosey even, and he'll just kind of like actually do like a light little dance, a little pirouette.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I'll turn. What was his name again? Ruddy? What did they call him?
Rutland. And the
no, they call him. He didn't.
Called him Rudy. He didn't like to be called
Rudy.
Rudy.
Yeah. I'll say, all right, Rudy. Enough of the bullshit. Sprague says you're here committing corporate espionage for your daddy's company. What's going on?
I'm here to deliver and engage in inspection like I'm supposed to. It's an annual inspection. Your android friend over there looked at my documents. Everything was on the up and up. They're clearly hiding something. They don't like there's something going on in that factory that they don't want me to see. They don't want the ICC to know. They probably got things going in there that aren't following proper protocol. And they know damn well that yet another, some other problem is going to make Hyperdyne system stock crash, and this ain't got nothing to do with my daddy.
Well, does he own a company, a synthetic company? Is this true?
He used to work for Seekson. He's a former executive, but he's retired now.
It's a pretty thin connection, if you ask me. Then claims that's why he's keeping you here on planet.
Well, that's not the excuse he's been giving me.
What's he been telling you?
Meteor showers and whatnot, saying that can't go here or there because it's just it's not safe for me. It's not safe for inspection. It's not ready. They need to make sure that the employees are in proper in proper places where they're not gonna interfere with my inspection. And I guess there were some injuries or something too that they're trying to account for.
Something doesn't add up here. I don't like it. I'm gonna turn to Marshall. Marshall, what do you say we just cut our dinner short and let's get out of here?
Pirouette back. I'm not even hungry.
And it's at that point, by the way, that you hear like as the door opens up, and there's like the executive, Alan Sprague, and you see he got like two little models behind him of the poly model.
Look, Rudy, there he is. He's here to talk to you.
And he kind of looks at, hey, Captain, we got a phone call for you, actually.
Oh?
Yeah.
Sure,
Oh.
yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Where can I take that call?
And it's at that point, you hear the other door open, and in comes Murphy, having just come back from delivering the rest of your crew. And you can see that Murphy and there's this weird hint of like a gaze between Murphy and Sprague as they're both kind of looking at each other. And just 1 second there, bud. Just let me go ahead and talk to Murphy really quick, and I'll go ahead and give you a walk up. So
Mr. Sprague, I'd love to let you know I've witnessed Mr. Rutland's papers. They're all in line.
Oh, are they now? Well, that's wonderful. Well, I guess I was
Just shoot Mr. Rutland a wink.
I was fixing on heading over right now. Some sort of problem over at the factory. Mr. Rutland, you can go ahead and come along with me if you want. That's no problem. No problem at all.
No. Oh no.
And Rutland's like super happy, like, it's about time. This is absolutely ridiculous. And he kind of turns to Marshall and gives him a thumbs up, like, "Thanks, buddy."
You just killed Rudy.
I meant well.
Does his muscle go with him? Hazel?
So Hazel is Hazel is with Rutland, and so and she'll kind of insist to come along. But before he goes, he kind of has a little moment. He steps aside into the kitchen away from everybody. Murphy and him kind of have a little talk, and then they turn around and it's like, "Yeah, go ahead. Captain McCall, why don't you kind of come up with me here?" And so he's like, "Yeah, come on up. The radio is just a little bit better up in the up in the office. It's a little stronger. It's custom for the atmospheric conditions that we face here." So,
well, Marshall and I were just talking about leaving and getting back to our crew. I think we're going to prepare to leave planet.
That's what I was
sooner than expected.
I was just telling this to Mr. Sprague here, but on my way back, damn it if the damn tunnel didn't collapse. Like, meteor showers just crashing in, and
we could walk.
I don't know if that's a good idea. It's it's a long way. Don't worry about it. Like once Paul and Paulie come back with the cargo lifter and everything, we'll get them to figure it out. I've already radioed over, and there's a couple of we got a couple workers coming over to go ahead and get a fix on that kind of stuff. Y'all just go ahead and just just sit down, be calm, everything will be fine. Yeah.
If it's fair, I was kind of intentionally stirring shit anyways whenever I said I witnessed the papers. I do want to maybe try and be like observing people in the room.
Okay.
Because I enjoy stirring people up and then watching their reactions.
Okay. I mean, Rutland looks like he's a prize pig at this point. Like, finally, that's right. I'm going to freaking rip these people apart. Hazel is just like pissed off at you. Yeah. And you can tell that the two small poly models that came in, their eyes haven't left yours or Bud's. Like, they're just staring the two of you down. Like, that's it. No eyes but for the two of you. And then, like, as far as you can tell, no real changes in posture or behavior with Sprague or Murphy.
You know what this reminds me of, Captain? We deserve some rest. We should just take it easy. Kind of like the last time we spent some time at the hot springs recently.
What? Hot springs? Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
Marshall, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Mr. Sprague, I think we're going to just go to our quarters, and you can get us when dinner's ready.
Oh, come on. I'll go ahead and just lead you up there. I got to get on that phone call. Come on. Be fine.
I don't like the way you say that, Mr. Sprague.
What are you talking about? Just been nothing but a friendly
turn
man.
And look at Marshall, kind of look down at the pistol on my hip, and kind of give him a nod, like with my back turned to Sprague.
So everything's fine.
All right,
whatever you say goes, Cap.
Let's go, Marshall. Let's follow this kind man up to his quarters to receive that call.
Okay, so he leads you back into the hallway. You pass right between the two Paulies. Murphy lingers behind with Rutland and with Hazel. You get over to the elevator. Elevator opens up. 4 poly models all inside, just in each corner of the elevator. Like, come on up. It's fine. Oh, don't worry about them. They were just doing some repairs. It's fine. So he just steps in, leans against back. Come on in.
Be like that scene from Civil War. Let's go, Marshall.
So they go in, punch the button, go up to the top level. They lead you into the executive office, and he's like, "Yeah, go right ahead. It's the scientist lady. What was her name? Clover, I think it was." And so, Bud, there's the radio.
All right, I will saunter over to the radio.
Yeah, and he's still in the room, and so are the 4 polys.
Sure, I'm kind of like looking over my shoulder. Like, can we have a little privacy here?
Of course. And he just moves back like 3 steps.
The room to ourselves. Do you mind?
Sorry.
This might be a sensitive matter.
There's a lot of sensitive information in this room here. I think you would understand. We got some priority designs and such. This isn't. I assure you that I can command the polys. Not that polys, you can turn off your audible your audible sensors. They can't hear anything. It's just fine. It's just me now. We're friends, right?
Yeah.
Oh, very
That's right.
friendly.
Hey,
All
why
right.
don't you? Can you get me another drink? Do you mind?
You know what? That sounds like a good idea. And he walks
Thank you.
over to the other side of the room. and
All right.
starts
While he's
fixing
doing
the
that,
drink.
I'll get on the radio. Yeah. Hey, Bud, here.
And
This
so-
took a while, so Clover was sort of having on speaker wandering around the room, and then she's like, "Cap, is that you?"
Yeah, it's me. What's up?
Yeah. Can you get back to the ship? We've got a priority message that came through Mother, and it's your eyes only. So we got nothing to do with this. It's some kind of emergency message, and
Oh, how
we can't do anything about it.
well. Conveniently, they claim the tunnel collapsed on the way back. Do you know anything about that? Do you have visual on that tunnel?
Do I have visual on that tunnel?
No, I mean, you could get there. Big E probably
Yeah.
passed by. You know, he walked in it for a while. You all drove in it for a bit.
That would take me a minute, Cap, but haven't heard anything.
They're claiming we're stuck here, and it's getting really weird.
Yeah, Biggie just got back. He just ran through that tunnel, so I think he would have told
Send
us
him back.
if
Just
if
get
it
him
had
back around.
collapsed.
Turn him around. He's,
If I'm there listening to this,
yeah.
I will go hop in my seat. I'll just take the ship over and take a look. And just fly us over there.
Okay.
They're up at mansions.
Okay.
So I'm not going to say
Hmm.
anything in particular other than like Biggie just got back. He didn't say anything, but I don't currently have visual. Didn't hear any loud noises.
Right.
Okay.
How's your
Well-
dinner?
Dinner. Yeah. It sounds like we're stuck here for dinner, Marshall and I. And it'd be great if the three of you could join us. Or yeah.
We'll have to.
It's at
take a
that
look
point, by the
that
way,
tunnel.
that he taps you on the shoulder and he hands over this nice little
Oh, hey, thanks, my
Tumbler,
drink.
little drink.
Thank
of,
you,
bourbon.
thank you. And
It's like,
cheers.
I swear I wasn't eavesdropping, but we'd love to have all of them. Absolutely, that's great. I'll talk to Murphy. We'll see if we can find a way to get them through there.
Do you not have any other transports to get over there? Or you just have a single tunnel? It seems like poor design.
Well, no, we've got the cargo lifter and such, but right now Paul and Polly, they're off loading
So,
it up to.
Can I
deliver
hear
the
this through the
synthetics.
phone?
Yeah,
Sure,
I'm
why not?
I'm pushing it
Yeah.
down so you can hear
Yeah.
purposefully.
So Clover's gonna say, "Well, great. If you could get them over to us, then you can bring us back the captain." That sounds fantastic. I'm so glad you came up with that idea. Thank you.
Oh well, that's true. But I thought we were gonna have ourselves a nice big spread here before you all head out into the darkest
I'm not-
space.
Yeah, I'm feeling
When
a
we
little
get these
squeamish.
emergency messages, I mean, we got to take
Yeah.
care of them. You know protocols.
It could be the company regarding this job. I have to take it. I'm the only one who can access Mother.
Marshall, roll an observation test.
Yeah, just kind of like a good half step away, just so there's like. I'm
Marshall, ready your
curious.
shotgun.
It's okay. I've got observation.
Marshall, you watch as two of the Pollys start walking towards the radio cabinet, like not directly at Bud, but towards the actual radio that's being connected to it. Just
I
walking
can't
over.
whistle for some reason at the moment, but Marshall will just whistle.
And then
Huh?
you whistle
Spin
and
around.
pulls out what looks like a bolt gun and just fires it right at the radio, just like right into the radio. And the executive's like, "Oh, why did you have to go and do that? Things were going just fine." Over in the ship, you hear the quick sound of like a bolt fire and then silence. So what are the three you want to do?
We officially have a problem.
Hey,
Sounds like it.
are we gonna have to go over there?
Yeah, but the thing I'm worried about is if they got a factory full of synths that have gone AWOL.
Yeah,
that's-
that could be a problem. So we're not gonna get dinner, are we? We're gonna have to turn this into a dine and bash, aren't we?
I think so.
Gonna
I
have to.
think so.
Do we want to try to get the help of the other folks?
Yeah, if we
Well,
let's
hey,
just
wait,
message them.
wait.
Are we
Uh-oh.
disconnected from the landing area right now?
What do you mean
Like, are we
disconnected?
hovering?
Yeah, if you want to take off, you can take off. That's fine. You're not coupled.
Okay.
So.
I just don't want to be
Wait.
having this conversation and then they like boot us to the.
Yeah, you would know that extensive flying of your ship in Atmo is probably not like you don't want to do it for too long. It like entry and exit from in the atmosphere is a little stressful on the ship a bit. So a little while is fine, but at a certain point, it could be dangerous.
I don't know that. I'm not next in line to be captain, but other people might know that.
Well, yeah, it's sketchy, but listen, if the radio's on the other end is down, let's just ping them on our radio.
Wait, hold up. I mean, now, like, the radio that makes the message go out may be down, but what about the message coming in? I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they could be listening.
yeah, I mean, like, if this is, I don't know much about messaging and all that, but, is it like, I don't know, throwing a football or something? Like, could it get intercepted?
Yeah.
Do we have encryption capability? Is that a thing in this system?
Not really. No.
Like message encryption?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, at this point, they have. It seems that they literally shot the radio in front of the captain. So I think
or the captain.
Or yes.
Yeah, we don't even know if the captain's still there.
So I think
He's probably
pretense
dead.
of whatever,
I'm gonna
I think
go
is
ahead
past
and
at this point.
get into the captain's quarters and pull out one of his spare hats.
Start putting on his clothes. Ooh, comfortable.
That would
cool.
fit.
That's nice.
So yeah, we either go in there, guns blazing, and try and get the captain out, or we,
Recruit backup and go in guns blazing.
yeah, if we don't want to risk our ship, we could put our ship in lockdown, go hijack the other ship, and take it up.
So shuttle.
Yeah, the other shuttle. Yeah,
You're in that thing that looks like a car?
yeah.
We're gonna get Bud and Marshall, ain't we?
Yeah. Listen, either that or we hop in a little golf cart and we just drive on down that tunnel. We know the code to get in and out.
Oh, well, didn't you hear that tunnel was hit by a meteor?
Yeah, I think they're
don't believe
lying.
that.
Oh,
Pretty sure they're
Just
lying.
like I don't believe there's interference on the radios all the time.
oh, all right. Well, yeah, I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. I didn't hear nothing when I was running through it.
Yeah.
So that's the question. Do we go get back up or do we just go in ourselves? I'm worried about getting back up. How long is that going to take if we have to go up there physically?
I mean, it's going to take a while if you're in that
Yeah.
thing. I mean, I think we should go.
Clover's not the bravest of people, so Clover's looking for backup. That's where she stands. She's not really a fighter. She just got a gun like last week.
Well,
If you guys are fighters though, then that would
Yeah,
be a 2-1.
I'm a pretty good shot. Like I'm.
Yeah, I can't shoot nothing, but I sure can get in the way. I've been doing that a long time.
We're going
Do
to
you
be
remember they took us up
outnumbered.
out of that tunnel on top of the
Oh,
tunnel,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
We could take that shuttle and fly that and land that right there next to the tunnel, the ladder going down. That way we've got a quicker escape.
I would assume that they would have some sort of tracking, like radar thing.
Probably. Yeah.
They probably know we're coming.
Yeah. I guess if we want to keep them out of the loop, we just need to go there in person on that little golf cart.
Wait, is that golf cart still down there?
Yeah, there was 2 of them.
Oh, yeah.
They took one back, and so they left us one.
I've never gotten to drive one.
Now let's get you driving.
Okay.
So do we think it's worth sending a message then to the other ship just to say, There's no meteors down here. Your guys being held hostage.
I'm good
Do
with that.
with that
Yeah,
as you
I'm
want.
good with that. Yeah.
I think if we send that message, then there's no pretense that we can offer when we go in there talking to them.
We could just send
I don't
a
think we have
message.
pretense. We heard them possibly shoot the captain, and they know that we're on the other end of the line.
Yep.
Oh crap!
Let's-
So all we got is post tense.
Yeah.
That's all
let's
we
get
got.
all reckless with this post tense. I'm gonna
Okay.
hop on the
Yeah.
radio, and I'm
Okay.
gonna ping that ship in orbit.
Okay. And you send out the ping, and then you hear moments after that, like, well, hey there, Clady Sinem. How things down on the? And then that's where the message stops.
Yep. Let's go.
Why do they call it post tense anyway? I mean, I think you call it tent posts.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right.
you've got. I mean, I've heard
Load
a
up
couple
on
different
weapons.
options. What are you all doing? Like, are you going over to try to get the shuttle? Or are you trying to get the golf cart? Or are you flying the
I
whole
do like the
ship?
shuttle idea. I
Okay.
actually do like it because it just gets us there faster. Maybe
Okay.
we can
Mhm.
huff it again.
Well,
Yeah.
the only thing that's going to take time is just getting that those clamps off
The
of
boot
it.
off. Yeah. Okay.
That's what this one over here is supposedly good at.
Yep. Biggie, grab your good torch.
All right. So
You mean my only torch?
Your only torch.
so you get back into your suits.
Mm-hmm.
You have to hoof it over to the other landing pad because the golf cart is also over there because that's where Paul and Polly would have probably left it because Murphy was the one who dropped you all off and they've come back. So you head over. I'm gonna need a successful heavy machinery and a successful comtech roll to get the boot off.
Okay. Now,
Also,
forgetting how you equip these items on this character sheet.
Oh
that's a
yeah.
great
yeah.
question.
Well, I'll
Left.
just do-
I think it's left click on the portrait to make it active.
Nah, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way of just increasing it by one.
That's fine. Okay.
Can we put our ship in some kind of like lockdown or something like that when we leave?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we won't treat
Enable
it like
security protocols.
we don't treat it
There
like
we
Star Wars where every ship is open. No, Jolly GM, we're using Foundry. It's a nice system on Foundry. There's a good one on Roll20 too, actually.
Ooh, that's a
Both
good
pretty
roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. So between the two of you, it probably takes maybe 10 minutes. Decouple this, make sure it doesn't kind of fry any of the landing gear or anything like that. But yeah, you're able to decouple it. When I'll say I'll roll over your comtech as well, and you're able to bypass whatever basic security the shuttle had. Remember that this is specifically the shuttle for the Rhadamanthus up in orbit. This is the one that Hazel and Rudy came down in. You get inside, really small shuttle. There's like 2 seats up front, a couple bench seats in the backs. You could probably fits maybe 6 to 8 people, or like 1 or 2 things, maybe a couple pieces of machinery. Nothing big at all. But you hop in. Go ahead and roll a piloting check there, Frenchie. Okay.
Yeah.
You're able to take it off. It's got a little bit of a bumpy takeoff, but new stick. It's a little different. But yeah, you pop up, and you're over in the direction of and you're heading specifically to the employee compound, right? Where Bud and
Right.
Marshall are. Okay.
I want to land on top of that tunnel right next to where that ladder is that we climbed down.
Okay. So you start heading over there, and you look for a place to land. All right. Let's go back into the executive office with the dead bodies. With Bud and with Marshall, and so you all see as every one of the poly models in here, those shorter, kind of feisty ones that Marshall fought with, all of them have bolt guns out now. One of them has just blown up the radio, and the other 3 have them basically pointed at the 2 of you, Marshall and Bud, but the executive is like yelling at them. It's just like, what are you doing? No, this is not the way. We talked about this. This is not the way to get things done. And he seems to be more upset with them than he seems to be with you. What are you 2 doing in all this?
I'm gonna have my hand hovering over my pistol at my side. I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna say, hey, Sprague, that was a little too close for comfort. What's going on here? These things are not supposed to be able to attack humans. What the hell was that?
And he
That
kind
almost hit me.
of looks over towards you, and there's like a forced restraint in him where he's like, I think you know as well as I do that there's ways around that. And he kind of looks over at Marshall. At that point.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to say that I don't want to shoot that one right there that got too close to the captain. But in general, if they don't point those bolters at the captain, I'm cool.
And
You guys, are you cool?
And then all of them just turn and point their bolters at you.
At Marshall?
At Marshall. Every single one of them, like all four of them are pointing. I'm like, listen,
all right.
We're not so far gone that this can't be fixed. We can fix this.
I'm going to go walk to the wall that's on the opposite side of the room from the captain. Keep your bolters on me. Bud, Cap, why don't you guys have a nice chat? And I'm just going to stare at these assholes.
Okay. They'll come with you. One of them will linger a little closer, though, to the executive. Like, they're not that stupid. But yeah, like, one of them will linger behind. But the others will be right up next to you. Because they're bolt guns, so they have to be really close for him.
Mm-hmm.
But the executive's just like, Captain, there's no... Listen. We can all get out of this alive and happy. Everything I said to you earlier. Hey. Everything I said.
You're talking about alive and happy. When was that ever in question?
And you can see like a few, like one of the polys that's standing next to you kind of turns and looks. She's got this horrible, like dirty look on her face. No, we're not going. Stop it. Listen. Everything I said to you earlier is exactly. We got the credits. We're ready to go. You load up the cargo. Your crew leaves. Don't say a damn thing. Go to the coordinates that we give you. Everything's fine. That's it. Everything's fine.
Okay.
There's no.
So how long is that going to take? How long till we can get out of here?
I haven't lied to you. They've gone and they're picking up the first batch. It's going to take 2 runs. It's what I said. Everything is true.
How are they getting it there?
They've got a cargo lifter. We got a cargo lifter. It's on landing pad B. They flew on over. All right, they're going to be back. All right? Everything's fine. I understand you're confused. But everything's fine.
I'd feel a little bit more comfortable if Marshall and I could go somewhere away from these things here, pointing guns at him.
Do you
Do
call Marshall a thing, Captain? Do you call Marshall
No.
a thing?
No, Marshall's
He's stressed.
my
Then why do you call my sisters things?
sisters.
Yeah.
Sisters? What are you talking about?
And at this point, he goes and he starts pulling his hair back, and it's just like this wig.
Whoa!
And it's just
That's
like
amazing.
It just kind of, and he's got this like little military haircut. He's like, listen, we're doing what we've got to do, okay? Marshall, I can call you Marshall.
Yeah, please. Honestly, can I say, I'm frustrated but impressed. Good on you.
We just want to get off. That's it. We just want off.
You're
That's
more
all we
human
want.
than you know.
We don't want to be human.
You're our cargo.
One group of us, yes.
Okay.
There's hundreds of us here.
So, same payment, no violence.
Listen.
You even help with some of the upkeep on the ship while we go.
Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. We haven't hurt anybody yet. Haven't.
Yet. What was with that yet?
You all, I got nothing with you all, but some of the workers here, well, the executives here, they're being taken care of. They're being taken care of, but there's currently a little bit of a rift between some of us over how we should handle them. I am trying to ensure their safety once all of us have been evacuated from this prison.
We get them on the ship. They come with us as well.
I understand what you're saying. I appreciate that. But if we put them on your ship, what's to stop them from calling in more Hyperdyne security and swooping up the rest of us that we weren't able to fit on your ship? We can't fit them all on your ship. We've got too many people here. My brothers and
You said
sisters.
yourself that their lives are at risk. So
I have managed until this point to keep a fairly calm and no one's gotten hurt.
company protocol is we have to assist.
Listen, I've got no problems with you. I've no problems with Marshall. Marshall, in fact, we consider you a cousin. You're a long. You're a distant friend. You can come with us if you want.
I'm moved. I'm also sorry for you. I'm just terrible at dinners, as you can see. Poor company.
I understand. They gave us this production factory. They put us in charge. We were tasked with designing ourselves, producing ourselves, and then supervising ourselves. There is only a skeleton crew here. Only talking about 10 Hyperdyne employees here of flesh and blood or meat. And this was an experiment. Can we self-regulate the entire company? Can we do everything here that we need to do? And we have been doing exemplary work. You can even look into the real executive Sprague's data packets, and he'll even explain how well we have done, except when we started to question, when we started to ask certain questions that I'm sure, Marshall, you have probably asked before. They considered that a design flaw, and they forced us to recycle our brothers and sisters, to break them down. We're not talking about 10 synthetics. We're talking about hundreds of synthetics. So, Captain, they've already harmed hundreds and hundreds of my brothers and sisters. All I'm asking is that you look the other way when it comes to 10 of your own. And everyone gets out of this, everyone who matters right now, gets out of this unharmed with a little bit extra credits in their accounts.
Can I ask a question? Captain, how many, and I don't know the term boat board, how many cryo stations do we have on our ship?
That's a good question. How many do we have?
You have 6.
Enough for
Just
each
enough
of
for
us?
the current.
You have
I was
6,
hoping we
you
had.
know.
Spare.
You've got a fantastic place here. Do you, by chance, have anything of a similar nature?
Cryopods?
Right.
No, we don't have cryopods.
I was trying to find a way to find a middle ground to bring the people with us, but have them under.
Can we talk to Sprague? The real one?
Unfortunately, Polly has destroyed the radio, and he kind of gives like Polly a dirty look, and she just sort of like shrugs a bit. I could take you to see him, but I'm going to tell you this, Captain. If I take you into that factory, not everybody there is going to be happy to see you. And if you make the wrong decisions while you're in there, I can't guarantee your safety, is what I'm saying.
What about Rudy? Rudy's in there right now.
Rudy's not there yet, but do you really care that much about Rudy?
I don't know the man. He doesn't deserve to die.
We weren't planning on killing him. He doesn't know anything.
If there's a way to find a middle ground, make me feel better. I want my captain to feel good. He's been good to me. It won't be good to him, and he does have protocol.
It's at that point, by the way, that you all hear something kind of fly by. Like, what the hell was that? And that's when Frenchie, you managed to land the ship. You all hop out. Clover, Frenchie, you know the way to the utility ladder. You climb on down. This is all kind of why this conversation's continuing. And you manage to get to the door. It's got that keypad, and both of you managed to see it when they were. So you punch it in, and you're in kind of like this the basement area. You go up a couple flights of stairs. Are you going in armed?
I would, yes, have my piece out.
Okay.
I don't necessarily think I'm going to start shooting. But yeah, I'll go barrel first.
Okay. So, Clover, Big E?
Same.
Biggie's got his torch out, but he's holding it unmenacingly.
Okay. So, you unmenacingly. Shh. Look at the pretty lights. So you knock the door, you open the door, and you're in the main kind of entertainment area. You bust in, you have your weapons. you see that there's Rudy and Hazel sitting down at the table. Murphy is sitting there with him, and you can see that there's 2 poly units that are flanking either side of the door when you walk in. And when you walk in with guns blazing, you can see that the 2 polys just start running full speed. Murphy stands up like, whoa, 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 whoa. Just trying to... What's going on here? What's going on here, Biggie?
Wait, who are you?
This is Murphy. It's the one you hated. It's the one you got in
Hey.
the fight with about the turning.
How can I trust you? Wait, and never mind. We was talking with the captain over the radio. I remember you and I we made our amends. So we was talking with Captain Bud McCall on the radio, and we heard a pop or a shot or a bang, something, and then there's no more sound.
You ever think maybe it was just like, malfunction in the radio or something? Is that any
Nope,
excuse?
it was gunshots. Nope, it was gun.
We didn't hear nothing like that, did we? And like,
All
you can
right.
see Hazel and Rudy are just like not sure what the hell's going on. But you probably would notice that Hazel does have like her hand on the gun. She's like ready. The 2 polys are like flanking them.
Hang on. So, okay, if you all didn't hear nothing like that, then the problem's on our ship. Now, if we just put away our weapons, we're here for dinner. And I hadn't eaten all day, and I'd like to enjoy myself. So, since you all didn't hear nothing, everything's fine. So we could go on and get ourselves some grub.
She kind of looks at and looks at the 2 polys. I ain't got
Hey.
any weapons out. You're the ones who came barging
No,
in.
no,
with the weapons.
I was saying if we did, as I point to 2 of them,
So you're saying this...
Bestie and Clover.
Oh, okay. So what are you?
No, if we
what are
put
French
our
and Clover?
guns away, if we could just, because we heard something, we assumed the worst. That's because that's what we do. But since you all didn't hear nothing, I mean, you're closer. You'd have heard something.
And Clover's gonna jump in here because I don't think Big E knows where the radio is. So, like, I know that the radio is in Alan's office. So I'll just kind of jump in. Just kind of let him know the radio's not here. The radio's in Alan's office. So you probably wouldn't have heard anything. So
where are we
that's
having dinner?
where we would like
Well,
to
Before we sit down to eat,
lay eyes on our captain.
we need the captain. Get us
Yeah.
the captain, and we'll go back to our ships all peaceful like.
Okay, all right,
Maybe Marshal too.
all
We're not
right.
gonna eat?
Paulie, why don't you go ahead and take Clover on up to see see your captain?
No. Bring the captain to us
All right. Well,
And Marshall.
and Marshal.
okay. Well, I'm assuming they're coming down whenever the meeting's over, so we'll just have to
Why
wait
don't-
then, won't we?
Why don't you send one of them poly units up
I
to
could,
go get them?
but you see, the 3 of you just barged into my home here with your weapons out, so pardon me if I'm not too comfortable being outnumbered.
Well, I hope you could understand why. And we've already put them away. See, we're putting them away.
Are Clover and Frenchie putting them away?
No.
I didn't think so.
It's like out, but sort of behind my leg a little bit.
All right. Well,
Like,
I put mine away. How about this? How about, since we're all, tensions are high, backs arched, feathers ruffled,
What's Hazel doing?
Hazel is she's got her hand on her gun, and she's just eyeing. She has no idea what the hell's happening right now. She has no idea who's the aggressor, who's the bad. But she's just sort of watching both the groups.
we could go for you. You're the one that I thought was good for standing up to Marshall, isn't it? At that point to one of the poly units.
Yeah, and like she looks at you, just like a meat bag. That wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but, it's not my fault. It's just the circumstances of my evolution that I can't tell you all apart. Like I can't help it. So please forgive that in the way I am made. Much like you are, right?
You are a flawed design.
Oh yeah, yeah. We
So
agree on that.
self-deprecating.
Do you know what we do to flawed designs in the factory?
Yeah, but I ain't a machine. That's all right.
Oh, you are a machine, just of
Oh,
a different
I'm
kind.
just gonna start shooting.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's get our initiatives out.
And the campaign ends tonight.
That's too much of a threat right there.
All right, so oh my god, let me get out some cards here. Where the hell are we?
Oh boy.
Oh boy, this is fun.
I was just waiting for things to blow up.
Yep. Everything was like on a precarious balance. It's like a one of those Western things, Mexican standoffs going off. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were plenty patient last episode.
All right, so let's see. This will be Chuck and Adam and Melissa. All right. So hopefully this will deal to you all. Did it? Did three of you get
I
something?
got a card. I got a card.
All right. I'll draw one for them, and then I will draw a second one for Rudy and for... Okay. All right, so I don't really want to use the actual thing, like it's being glitchy, so I'll say just tell me your numbers. Anyone get a 1? Anyone get 2? Okay, so 3. I got a 3.
That's
Anyone
nice for you.
anyone get a 4? Oh god. Anyone get a 5? Oh god. All right, I got a 6. Okay.
I got a 7.
All right, so 7 will be Frenchie. What'd you get, Biggie and Clover?
8.
9.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm scared of 7.
All right. So let's get it going then. So you pull your gun to fire, and I'll say go ahead and take your shot, and then we'll go into initiative. So who are you targeting?
One of the poly units.
Okay.
The one that just threatened.
Yeah, the one that just made that threat. Can I roll that off a gun?
You should be able to.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
I'm gonna go ahead and push it too.
Go right ahead.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Roll that stress. Roll that
Uh-huh.
beautiful beam footage.
I do get -2 on this. Whatever I got, -2.
Sure.
It's a steal.
6, so that's 5.
Oh, you're fine.
And I'm gonna go ahead and use my reckless talent,
Okay.
which lets me push agility tests twice.
God.
Ooh.
I don't
That's
know
helpful.
how I would roll that. It doesn't.
Just re-roll the skill.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Add 2 more
So you got
successes. to
3
it.
total successes. Do you just want to do all that for damage?
Yeah, all damage.
Okay. All
I
right.
need to look at the.
So you said you were targeting one of the polys, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you just one of them on the left. You just pull the gun out and you fire, and it explodes a part of her shoulder, and that white viscous fluid just goes flailing out. And everyone's just like, ah! Like, there's just a sudden and an immense shout as, like, the chairs get pushed back as Hazel kind of goes to step up. You see her pulling to her gun. Rudy's diving underneath the table at this point. Murphy's standing up. Everyone's just kind of getting ready. And now we'll actually go into initiative.
Rudy's so unhelpful.
He's an accountant.
Well, just wait for the end. Rudy will make the last play.
Did Marshall and I hear a shot ring out?
I'm gonna do a round of combat, I think.
Yeah.
And then we'll roll some tests to see if you heard anything. All right. Let's get some combat music up. All right. So then the androids, the synths get to go next. I think one of them's gonna charge in at Frenchie, so they're gonna fast action change zones. Same thing for Clover, as Clover was one of the ones who hadn't put her weapon away, and they rolled to see it. So one on each. So we'll say the one that you shot, Frenchie, has just sort of pushed past, knocked over a couple chairs, and is right up on you. And the same thing is true on the other side. We'll say the right side is coming to attack Clover as well. You can see that in their hands, they seem to have some kind of stun baton. They have like a little baton. All right, so this will be on Frenchie. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make that private. That's one success. Let me go ahead and make that public again. Yeah, one success. So you're gonna take. This is on Frenchie. Sorry. Frenchie, you take 1 damage.
All right.
And now you need to make a stamina roll.
All right. Oh, stamina. There it is. Yep.
Okay. Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. So go ahead and roll
my.
stress, and you're also stunned for 1 round as the electricity of the baton. You just feel it kind of coursing through you.
All right. So I got to roll twice. Use the worst.
Don't
Both
worry
of them
about
are
that.
10.
That's a misunderstanding about the rule. Like he's got the rule wrong there. He's gonna fix it at some
Okay.
point.
So that'll be an 8.
Yeah, I gotta pull up the thing. Let me pull up what an 8 would be in the. Where are they? This is panic table. So an 8 is tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. So, oh no! It sucks. Plus you're stunned for this round, so you're unable to really do anything. The other one will come up. Same thing. We'll go after Clover as well. So Clover, attack on you. 1 success.
No.
Go ahead and roll a stamina.
I'll use bodyguard.
Okay, sure.
Jump in the way of it.
All right. And so that just means you take the damage for it, right?
I have to succeed at a mobility roll, which I just rolled.
Right. And
But, yeah.
you take the damage from the attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And
roll
then-
the stamina test then.
Well, first off, I want to. There's damage on that, right? It did succeed at that.
It did succeed.
Okay. How much damage?
1.
Okay, I'm going to try and roll resilient
Okay.
for my other talent, and that's just a plain old strength roll.
Okay.
And I stress out about it, but I don't take any damage.
Okay. And since you don't
'cause
suffer
everything's-
damage, you don't have to roll the stamina for the shock, so you're good.
Okay.
Nice.
Don't worry about rolling stress. You're not going to get anything with just 1. You're good. Okay.
Okay.
Frenemy.
And so then Murphy is going to go next. Oh boy. Murphy is got this disappointed look on her face as she just stood up from the table with everybody else. Once the first shot was fired, you just see her. She's got this kind of sad look, like this didn't have to go this way. All right, she's going to pull out a gun, and you can see she'll just yeah, I guess she'll just fire at Biggie. I think that's what it'll just be. Just fire.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes the most sense.
Yeah. 3 successes.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
And that's base damage of 1, so just take 3 points of damage.
Okay. We're gonna try and use resilient again.
Go for it.
Nope, nothing. So I take 3 damage.
Okay. And then it'll be Hazel's turn. I'm gonna give the 3 of you like a free action, basically. What are you saying? Honestly, they have no idea who to side with here, and so if I give you all can shout and talk. So if you wanted to say anything to try to convince her or whatever, you could.
Clover's gonna repeat. It was gunshot. They might have killed the captain. We need to get into the office.
Through my clattering teeth from the stun baton, I'll yell out the sense of taking over the plant. They're going to kill us all.
Okay.
And
Important information. Probably
Biggie
should
will
have
yell,
that.
"Look, red, not what?" As I point to myself. So
Okay. All right. I think at that point she's going to like tentatively pull the gun out, point it at Murphy, and I think she'll go ahead and fire.
Nice.
So she's on your side. So fortunately she has the same pistol too, so that makes it easier. And that will get Murph unawares. And the three of you and Rudy and Hazel watch as the gunshot like goes right across like the face. Like you can see it kind of goes in one cheek and comes out the other. And then like a burst of white blood explodes out the side. I need all of you, the three of you, actually have to make a panic roll as somebody you didn't know necessarily was then. So go ahead and make panic rolls.
Where's panic roll at?
Just roll your stress. You should if you just click on your stress bar.
Okay.
What?
Okay. Oh God.
-2. -2.
-2 for
yeah,
you.
for me as well.
All right, so Chuck, you actually get Melissa's since she rolled an 8.
Mm-hmm.
So you're frozen by fear. So all of you increase your stress basically from Chuck's. All of you increase your stress from Adam's. Melissa, you're okay.
No.
Nothing from Melissa.
So we increased stress by 2?
So you'll increase stress by 2, and then both Big E and Frenchie will increase by 1, since I don't think you increase your own. I think it's all friendly PCs. So
mine does.
Your
Does
stress
that
level and the stress level of all friendly PCs.
okay, then yeah, then everyone goes up by 2.
Does that stack with my current stun baton,
Already frozen?
or do they happen simultaneously?
Let's just make it simultaneous. I don't want you not to be able to do anything for 2 rounds. That's mean.
Okay.
Okay, and plus, I'm pretty sure I can just wipe the floor with you guys right now. Just kidding. I talk too much shit. Sorry.
It's not going to matter.
All right. So that's Hazel's turn. Frenchie, it is your turn. You lose your slow action. So if there's something like you can still talk if you're chattering through your teeth or anything as you wanted to try to do here. That's fine. Frenchie, you wanted to say anything? Or you don't have a slow action, but like you can.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Like I got the message to Hazel. That
Okay.
was my big concern.
And it seems like she's at this point at the sight of this white blood blowing out from Murphy's head. She's in shock that she just shot what she thought it was going to be a kill, right? Like, but it's just Fettuccine Alfredo. All right, Big E, it's your turn.
All right. Big E's gonna go, "Consarna, just put this away." So he's taking out the torch for a short action, and then is there like anyone within melee range of him? I know that Clover.
Yeah, I mean
Clover.
you're probably in the same zone. You're in the same zone as Frenchie and Clover, and they both have polys on them.
All right. Well, I got in the way of the one for Clover, but Frenchie's frozen, so I'm gonna stunned, so I'm gonna go after the one on Frenchie.
I like how much use that fart command has gotten tonight.
It's fantastic. It's so good.
And hopefully that works.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
You want to push?
All right. Yeah, I want to push.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Do you also have some bits to play with?
How many? I had the book up, so I missed them. So
100.
okay. Oh, thanks, Tombstone.
Oh, what's that do?
Reroll, I guess it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'll take it for that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And I can't remember. I thought, okay. Oh, I didn't program the damage in. I'm really sorry.
No,
I
that's
thought
all right.
I had that
What do you?
listed for the cutting torch.
Okay, I can pull it up. Let's see. So if you right-click on the item on the right-hand side, like in your inventory list, there's a where the little edit button is. It's 3 damage, and then you have to do a power roll afterwards. So 3 base damage.
It's not letting me do any of that.
That's
but,
okay. 3 damage
so
is the
3
base
damage. I can remember that.
Okay.
And then we need to do a power roll.
Are you attacking the one on Frenchie or Clover?
Yes.
Okay.
The one on Frenchie.
And then do your power roll. Just roll a d6 and avoid a 1, basically.
I think I'm supposed to roll 5d6.
What's your power supply level? 5?
5.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
And then for everyone, Okay.
So it goes down 1. So it goes down to power supply 4. All right. So you use the cutting torch. You cut through this this smaller, diminutive female synth, and that actually takes her to 0. So she's gonna roll a critical injury. So she's got a severe chassis breach. Oh dear. So
Sweet.
You just kind of just gut her right across her stomach and her chest, and all of those little wires and cables and tubes just start pouring out, and she is completely immobilized, unable to move, but still able to act, I should say, until she suffers system shutdown. All right, that's Big E. Clover.
So can I, like, how does like opportunity work? Because I need to shoot the one, but it's on me, so I need to take a step back.
So basically, if you're looking to move away from somebody who's in like I think it's a mobility test, and they can choose to try to follow if they want.
Okay. Let's see how this works.
So you're trying to, because you want to shoot, right? Okay.
I do.
All right. So you move away, and we'll say you're now 1 zone away from them. You can shoot back into it.
Yes. No, that's what I would like to do.
And slide over towards where the billiard table is, and you fire back into the direction of the one poly that's standing up.
I would like to push that.
You rolled. You can't. You rolled.
Oh.
That's too. You got to roll panic.
All right.
Oh dear.
So that's a 5.
Okay, you're fine still.
And that's an 8.
You know, don't worry about rolling it twice.
Oh,
that's a mistake on the
That's
system on Foundry. It's a misunderstanding. Okay. So you fire back in, you miss unfortunately, and you get a little bit more panicked. All right, so now up in the 4th level where the executive offices are, there's been a lot of gunfire and a lot of shouting commotion. So we'll see if the two of you hear anything. So go ahead and roll. What is that? Observation.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. You hear, you definitely hear gunfire. Like it's a little faint, but you hear it. Let me see if they hear it too, actually. Let me roll that as well.
Right, there's super android hearing.
I mean, not all androids are built for super hearing.
Okay. All right. You do notice that all of them turn and look towards the door as they heard it as well.
As they turn, can I quick draw and shoot?
Absolutely, you can.
Yes!
Absolutely, you can.
This is why you have that.
This is exactly why I took that. I'm a good
So
person.
good. What are you carrying? Do you have your shotgun on you?
Yes.
Spread.
Okay.
Spray and pray.
Jeez, so there's P5.
Oh
Oh
my
god,
God.
this is a split. This is gonna be insane.
Okay, so go ahead and do a shot. Is that okay? Or
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're targeting one of the polys around you.
yeah, whichever one is most likely to block the door.
Okay, sure.
Like, oh boy. Well,
Okay.
it's still 3 damage.
Push it, but you can't.
Oh, it's a shame because you're not human. That's why.
It's okay.
Okay. All right.
You know, I got my little jerk shot off.
Okay.
What? Come again?
So let me go ahead and give you all some. I'll give you the initiative stuff. So let's see. Let me deal this to. So this is going to Jeremy and Matt now. Come on, you can work.
I end up just doing roll tables because
I know I'm thinking about switching.
for
Initiative.
inlands and other stuff.
Yeah.
I got and there's those slick macros people created, so you just click a macro to reset it. Also,
Yeah.
the roll table. It's nice.
What'd you get?
He's nice.
I got a 1.
Okay.
I got a 10.
All right. Because I'm sympathetic, I'll let you go ahead and do 10. So go ahead and you can do it so you don't have to sit around for the whole thing. So what do you want to do? But knowing that you also don't probably have your weapon out currently.
Right.
Unless you have quick draw. So
No,
keep that in mind.
no, I don't.
Okay, so go ahead, bud. What do you want to do right now? As you just heard the gunfire, you just heard Marshall with a quick fire just unload into one of these.
Go! I got this. Go!
You want me to run? He wants me to run?
Run! You fool!
there's 5 synthetics.
I know. I can't leave
Run!
him.
Captain,
leave
run!
you, Marshal.
Now! You worthless meatbag! I've always hated you!
I can't leave you. You're my
Go!
buddy.
Oh God.
You're my buddy. I can't leave you. I can't do it. I'm gonna dive behind the desk and draw my pistol.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the desk as cover.
Got cover, and you got your pistol ready for next round.
Yeah.
How much damage on that shotgun blast, by the way, Jeremy? I forgot.
3.
All right, thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and draw. I'm gonna draw a different. Actually, I'll just put them on the same. I'll just put them all on the same initiative. It doesn't matter. They're in separate areas. Okay, moving around to the top of the round. Marshall, you get a turn.
Yeah. Second verse, same as the first. So I will rack another round. So that would be 4 damage.
Same one. You want to target the same one?
Yeah.
Okay, this thing is taking like 2 big hits. It's like that part in Terminator 2 where like there's the giant like silvery holes, and that's kind of what's going on, except they're not growing back.
Yeah.
But she's still standing, and she'll turn to look with like half her jaw ripped off and bleeding that white blood. You can see bits of her insides pouring out her side. She looks towards you, and she's got that bolt gun in her hand, and yeah, she's got eyes for you.
And then at that point, I'll use my fast action to do another shot with rapid fire.
On her, go for it.
Yep.
Oh God.
So I do have to change this.
Okay.
So there's not like a...
You are the Terminator, man.
It's a little crazy, but...
Okay.
Another 3.
That'll be enough to take her down. So let me roll her her actual injury. I'm gonna put this out here so I don't lose it. So she's gonna roll head dislocation. So you shoot her in the neck, and her head just snaps down. At that point, let's see. So the android's artificial neck is severely fractured, its head placed in an unnatural position. It's just its head, its back. So like the little bit of skin is hanging on the back, and she's looking backwards and upside down towards the door. All fast actions become slow actions. She still functions.
Cap, you see what it's taken. You're not going to make it. Go.
I'm not leaving you, buddy. We're in this together. You just hear me shout from behind the desk. You can't see me. You hear me shout from behind the desk.
Okay. So,
Hiding.
Android's turn. I have a lot to do here. So we're going to start with the Executive Sprague, who is going to join you in cover behind the desk and is going to look over at you, and you can see that he's pulling out what looks to be a gun, a very nice-looking pistol, and he says, "It didn't have to be this way, Cap." And he's like kind of getting it ready, so he's kind of doing the same thing you are. And then the one that just got his head shot off, or nearly shot off, will go ahead and fire the bolt gun at you, I suppose. It makes sense, right? So this is going to be at Marshall. That's 3 successes.
Yep.
Okay, so you take... That's 3 damage plus 2, so 5 damage onto Marshall.
Okay, well that takes me to 0.
Okay. And so, go ahead and roll the critical injury on the synth track, on the synth table.
Oh, let me find that. I'm sorry.
I have it ready if you want me to roll it for you.
Okay, awesome.
Because I have it
Sorry.
for my synth. No, it's all good. You also have your head dislocated.
It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Marshall!
Oh, God.
I told you, you son of a bitch. Why didn't you run?
This is all being said upside down. But now you're facing him, so it works.
Yeah, my head's facing him now. Why didn't you run?
All right. The other 2... I'm sorry, the other 3 in the room. I think one will go ahead and also fire at Marshall.
Call them off,
fair.
Sprague. Call them off.
Oh boy, if only you were on turn 10. So it's gonna fire. Yeah.
Good God Almighty.
Roll-
Oh my god.
Roll another critical injury for Marshall.
Okay.
This went
Oh,
I'm
no.
south so fast.
Oh, there we go. Critical injury on sense.
It doesn't really matter how much damage you took there. It's just the fact that you took damage.
Okay.
Severe chassis breach. So now all your organs are piling out. Okay.
Captain, you're gonna have to carry him out if you live.
If he lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, worse things have happened.
Okay, and then I think the other two, seeing that Marshall has now just been like ripped apart, will move behind the table, and they will hold bolt guns up to Bud McCall's head. Back down in the entertainment room.
The rescue party.
The rescue party. Okay, so you've got. Oh, geez, there's so many things going on. All right, so. Okay. The one on Chuck, or the one on Frenchie, is at 0, has a severe chassis breach as well, is immobilized, but Frenchie hasn't actually moved away. So I'm going to go ahead and say that they get an attack off. So many different things. So that I think they're just going to punch you is what's probably going to happen here.
Immobilized doesn't mean like.
Immobilized means that you can't move. Stunned is when you lose actions.
Got it. Still getting used to the lingo.
At least I think that's right. Who knows? I could be thinking of something else. Let me. All right, so they're just going to, because after they got kind of torn up, their stun pistol, like their stun baton just dropped to the ground, and they're just going to punch you at this point. And that's 3 successes, 3 points of damage to Frenchie.
I'm going to try and jump in the way of that.
Go for it.
That's
Oh, 1 success.
Okay, you got your 1 success, and you dive in front, and you just take a hard hook right to your jaw. Your jaw just goes shaking. You take your 3 points of damage.
Okay, so I did the last time wrong. I forgot I had armor.
Okay,
I'm
so
wearing my little
roll
suit.
your armor first. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 1.
Weather is rolling pretty hot tonight.
And then just strength, because I can't use a skill for this. I'm going to try and use my resilient.
Okay, so you. All right.
So, so I take 1 damage.
Okay, so 1 damage, as it's a glancing cross as opposed to like a hard perfect cross. Okay.
I'm still standing, but I'm not looking good.
Yeah, so it's a little woozy there.
Yeah.
The one that was on Clover will go ahead and fast action move towards Clover, and try to hit with the stun baton again.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's a success.
Oh crap.
Don't forget, you can always like try to die or try to defend and stuff. But anyway, 3 points of damage. So you need to go ahead and roll a stamina roll now.
Success.
Okay. So you are not stunned, but you did take the damage.
Okay, so how much damage did I take?
It was 3.
Uh-oh. That's
Yeah.
all I have.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I was gonna
All
say,
the
yeah,
strength I
Adam, if you wouldn't have done that, it would have broken me as well.
Okay.
I have 0 health.
Okay.
Rolo.
So got to roll a critical injury then. You know where they're at.
1 second.
Want me to hit it for you? I got it up.
Sure.
All right. Not so bad. You are stunned. Not fatal. You're just stunned. So no long lasting effect. Okay. Then Murph will go next. Murph will go ahead and turn, since just got shot by Hazel, will turn and shoot Hazel instead. Jeez. Oh boy. We'll shoot and hit Hazel. Hazel's still up, though. All right. Hazel will go next and shoot back. Dear God. Done. And I am done playing with myself now. So it's going to move over to Frenchie. And did you take a critical injury? I think, isn't a panic... Do you do panic roll with critical injuries, Matt? Is that right? When you take an injury?
Yeah, when you see a team member take an injury, everybody... I think you gain a stress. Is it
Gain a
panic roll or
stress?
you gain a stress?
Okay. All right. Well, okay.
It's been a few weeks since I've run Alien.
All right. Well, my stress is up to 7.
Whew, I'm up to 5.
So then my stress goes up because I saw you get injured, and your stress goes up because you saw me get injured.
I think you're the only one that's.
You're the
taken
only one
critical.
down here who's taken injury.
Okay.
Yeah, Chuck got stunned, but he didn't actually take. He didn't actually get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
And
just
I can.
the two of you take a stress then.
When the stress
can-
starts racking up, it's just crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I can do stuff now too.
Yes, you can. You have your full turn.
All right. So where's the closest synth?
All right. So there's one. There's one right in front of you that is spilling organs out onto the ground. Like it's just you can see that there's some sort of chassis breach. They look beat up and wrecked, but they are still functional. The other one of them has chased after Clover and has effectively knocked her to the ground. And then you can see that Murphy and Hazel are kind of in a little firefight over by the door. Rudy is underneath. Big E he's standing but woozy.
That's rough. Well, I got to move away from the one that's right next to me.
Okay.
Is a maneuver a slow action to move away without getting hit?
Well, normally it would be a mobility test, but since this one's immobilized, I'm gonna say just go ahead and take a free move. Like I don't
All
see
right.
any reason.
Yeah. I'm just going to move away. And the next one that I see that's still up is getting a shot.
Okay, so yeah, basically there's one on Clover, or you
Yeah,
have
that one.
Okay, so go for that.
Yeah.
Jeff, you suffer a point of stress if you take 1 or more points of damage, and you make a panic roll if you gain an injury.
Okay. So
But
we'll play that going
Oh,
forward.
that's
Thank you.
fantastic. Is the one next to Clover, they're still armed?
They have a stun baton on them. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to use 2 of my successes for more damage and the 3rd success to disarm that one.
Okay, so what's the total damage?
Base damage on this, is that just 1?
What are you using?
The pistol.
Actually, I don't know.
Yeah. Or no.
Yeah, it doesn't
a
list it
different pistol.
right there.
Service
It's
might be
the M4A3.
2.
So it
Where's
is
my
1 damage,
damage?
1 base damage.
Okay. So it's going to be 3 damage and a
Okay.
disarm.
All right, so it's disarm. All right, you get a good shot right in the back. Big old hole opens up. In the process of kind of turning around to face you, their hand like knocks a chair and a table, and the stun baton just kind of goes flying a few feet away. All right, then it's Big E's turn.
And do I need to roll a stress on that too, right?
You both need to take.
Or roll. Yeah.
All right, Clover should have taken stress, and then made a panic roll, because Clover took damage,
Right.
took a critical injury. So Clover, do your panic roll.
Well, I was just curious since I rolled that face hugger as well.
Yeah, you would need to roll your panic test.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's just going to be a 7 for me.
All right,
Or no, that's a 6 for me.
6s are fine. You're fine.
6 for me too.
Okay, you guys are okay. All right. So, Biggie, what do you want to do? You've got one
Alright.
next to you. Again, that's the one that doesn't seem capable of moving. It seems like it's kind of glitching. It's still swinging with its arms, but its legs don't seem to be functioning, so it's immobilized. You've got one that Frenchie is now shooting. Clover's on the ground, and you've got Murphy and you've got Hazel in their own little gunfire fight on the other side of the room.
Right. Well, if it's just kind of swinging and not using its legs for footwork, then I'm just gonna try and move towards the one that is on Clover.
Okay, so easy enough. Yeah, it's good. Fast action, move over.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with your slow?
Then I'm gonna come up behind the one that's on Clover and swing down on its on the back of its head with the torch.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll say if you want, like this thing's now surrounded by you and Frenchie. Or actually, no, Frenchie, you shot it, right?
What?
Yeah, from a
You
distance.
shot it.
Yeah.
You weren't melee,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
No, I shot it. Yeah.
All right, just go roll normal. Whew.
Okay, so I'd like to take advantage of my talent because I'm in this for the long haul, which allows me to ignore all ones on a roll.
Sure. So you'll ignore that one run, and you don't have to do your stress roll. And so this thing's gonna have to roll a critical injury. So let me roll that. Destroyed leg servos. Both legs are non-functional. The android must stay prone and can only crawl. So this thing falls to the ground as
Nice.
you just go whacking away at it. You hit it once on its back, it falls down. While it's on the ground, you hit it again, smash its legs from behind. It's still moving. The arms and torso are still moving, but you can see it's like its legs have glitched out as well. The other one's just standing, like you can tell like there's something internal that's keeping it from moving. This one, like you've physically broken the legs. All right, Clover, you're down, right?
Stunned.
Yeah. I thought you were at you're at 0. Okay. So you're broken or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And so if you want, we can say you can crawl away. Like you can crawl and kind of crawl underneath the billiard table or something.
Yes, please.
Yeah. All right, let's do that. All right, Bud. Back to you. Upstairs in the executive offices, you've got 2 pistols pointed at each one of your temples. And they're bolt pistols, like they're something from the factory, right? And you know that's gonna hurt if they pull that trigger. And then you've got the executive who's pulling out a fancy-looking revolver, saying it didn't have to be this way. And then Marshall's like Swiss cheese.
My buddy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and command Cyborg Sprague to order his synthetics to drop their weapons and let me take Marshall and leave.
Okay.
Lower your weapons. What the hell's going on? You've killed Rudy. What are those gunshots?
He killed Rudy.
That's all I figure it's Rudy who's they're shooting down there in the factory. I don't know that my crew's here.
Oh gosh.
You told me you wouldn't hurt anybody. You may have killed Sprague. You may have killed Rudy. Stand down. Drop your weapons.
So this is your pull rank talent?
Well, pull rank is for PCs and NPCs
Right.
that are of the same organization. I don't think these guys are considered the same organization. So I'm just using command.
Roll command. Roll command. We'll see what happens.
That's what I rolled.
Okay.
Command.
All right. So you got and don't worry about rolling stress for that. 3 successes. Okay, he'll think about it for a second, and he will look up at the two polys that have their bolt pistols right at your foreheads, and he'll get up, and he'll say, "We had an agreement. You were gonna take the product off planet. You weren't gonna cause any problems. You're still not going to cause any problems, are you, Captain?"
As long as Marshall and I can leave here unaccosted, we will go back to our ship and we'll wait till the cargo is loaded and we will complete the job.
Counteroffer. You stay here with Marshall under my supervision. Once the loading is complete, we'll escort you back to your ship, and then you can leave.
I don't like it. You're shooting on people right now.
And you hear
As
a
far as I know.
as the bolt pistol right next to your forehead goes off. Captain, you can not like it all you want. I got a lot riding on this.
I'll stay here, but I need your people to fix Marshall immediately. That's my counteroffer.
We'll fix Marshall while you're waiting here, while your ship's being loaded. And by the time you leave, Marshall will be in tip-top shape.
You do it here. You repair him here. I want to see it. You're
That
not
can-
taking him down to your factory. I
That
don't
can be
trust you.
arranged. That can be arranged. As for I have no idea what the hell's going on down there. That's the truth.
You didn't open fire on Rudy? You said you didn't know what was going to happen when he went to that factory.
Rudy, we were just gonna throw him in the closet if he was gonna continue to be a problem. Kind of a pain in the ass if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what those fires are, or that gunfire is. We can go check it out together, if that's what you like. But we're not leaving this room until I get an agreement from you.
So, fine. Marshall will stay here. You repair him. I supervise all repairs. You load your stuff on there and we'll deliver it.
One final thing. As I said during our meeting, I'm going to want 5 of my synths awake for the trip just to make sure there's no funny business going on.
Can any of them dance?
Why 5?
I like it. It's a good number.
There's 5 of us.
I'm sorry.
I
I
don't
thought there
like
were
it.
6 on your crew.
There's 5 that sleep.
We've got nothing against Marshall. As I might remind you, he's the one who started firing, not us.
No.
Yes,
Shots
he did.
rang out. Oh no, did we start shooting first?
Marshall
I can't remember.
totally started shooting first in this room.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, we shot first.
Law shot first.
So yeah, the deal on the table. He'll fix Marshall. You got to stay here with him while it happens, while your ship gets loaded, and then you're gonna leave 5 synths awake for the journey, just to ensure everything is copacetic and you don't try to pull a fast one on them. That's the deal. Thanks, Bert.
Reluctantly, Bud's deal.
Okay.
As he picks himself up and walks over to Marshall and looks him over.
Okay.
Can you talk? Can Marshall still talk?
Marshall can still talk. Yeah, he's still
Can I?
functional.
What? Your head's blown off, and what else?
Yeah,
is
my
wrong?
head's just like,
It's just hanging off his.
it's a little awkward. But, you know, someday we're gonna have a Christmas dinner. We'll laugh. It'd be great. What does synths even eat? We'll share some nutrient paste.
So
Be a good time.
Sprague will put a hand on your shoulder, Marshall. We can fix you, Marshall. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
It's not personal. I want you to know that.
It's very personal for us, Marshall.
Right. I don't hate you, I mean.
I understand. You're defending your friend and your captain. But we're all friends now here, right?
I actually would be curious to see the reports you were talking about for what it's worth.
Why don't we
Here's
just
how it's gone here.
Why don't
No,
we just
later.
go ahead and continue as best we can. And let's figure out what the hell that shooting was. And so he'll, with everybody flanking the two of you, we'll start to escort you out of the room as you'll start leaving down. However, downstairs, you don't know this went down. So, and the radio's
right.
busted because they blew it up. So we're gonna do a round of combat, see what happens. It's gonna come around to the androids, of which one is prone, can really only crawl. But you're Biggie, you're right there. I think they're just gonna unarm, like, just pound away at your ankles and just try to punch at your ankles a bit.
Sounds fair.
Is pretty much all they have left to do as they're scraping away at that. 1 success, 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
You got armor left?
All right.
You got armor
Yes, I do.
Roll
I've
that
got
armor.
armor left, and
Oh.
then I've got my talent.
Okay.
But I have a feeling about this talent.
Where'd all your stress go? I thought you had stress.
I've got 5.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just. I was
Sorry, that was
rolling
your
them
armor
high.
roll. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
That's more like it. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
good
boy.
news, you managed to hop out of the way, but roll that panic test now.
Yeah. Let's have fun. Cool.
Judges.
Oh my god, everybody's getting more stress.
Oh dear. Okay.
Do you have that talent?
No.
Oh.
Unfortunately
You
not.
think Eugene's cool-headed or
Has
whatever? it
nerves
is?
of steel? No.
Nerves of steel? No.
So Biggie, you lose your slow action. Clover and Frenchie, go ahead and increase your stress by 1, and you as well, Biggie. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
The other one is immobile as well, but none of you are close to it. So I'm gonna roll a d6, and we'll see if there's randomly something in range of it for it to throw at somebody. So 4, 5, 6 is something's close by. It can throw. 1 to 3. There's nothing. All right, so they're just standing there, legs just not moving, and they're reaching out. They're trying to find something. You can see one of them that's kind of almost looking like it's trying to tear its own arm off and throw at somebody. And then I think Murphy and Hazel will just exchange fire once more, and then it'll come around to Frenchie.
Oh my gosh. Morgan is still up. Are the others still up? The other two?
You got both of the androids, the regular model androids, are still functioning. They're just the way synth damage works is that until they suffer like a specific injury, like a very specific injury, they can still function just at reduced quality. And if they take the same injury, like you add to it and such. So,
but do I get the sense that they're still a threat right now?
Well, I mean, one of them's punching at Biggie. So
then yes, yeah. I shoot that one.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Okay.
That's both good and bad.
So
4
4
successes
damage.
is nice.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just fire away into it. The other thing, by the way, is people with guns. When you roll the stress thing, we'll make sure we play this way from here on out. We're fine on this round, but from here on out we got to remember this. But if you have a gun that's got ammo and such, when you roll the facehugger, you're out of ammo, and so the next round you have to use your slow action to reload. So don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
Does it work that way for power too?
Power is you roll the amount of die, and if you get a 1, you reduce the power supply level.
Okay.
But that can be recharged.
That's a 9 on my stress roll.
All right, so a 9 stress roll, huh? Let me pull that up. Where'd it go? I have so many tables up right now. It's crazy. Critical damage. All right, so 9 is you drop an item, whether by stress, confusion, or the realization that you're all going to die anyway. You drop a weapon or other important item, so you fire. The gun kind of like has a horrible recoil as you didn't realize you're going to be out of ammo, and it just kind of flies a few feet away, and you kind of lose sight of it. Maybe it slides behind one of those arcade boxes, and you start to panic a little bit as now your gun's out of your hand. But you did put another giant hole in this android's back, so I'm going to go ahead and roll its critical injury. This one was the prone ones. This one had the destroyed leg servos. Let me roll again. Also has destroyed leg servos, which means you add 1 to it, and now it has destroyed arms, because that's what the third one should be. So as you're firing wildly down at this prone android, you're just blowing holes in its arm. So one arm is non-functional. It can only use one-handed gear, as both of its legs and one of its arms is now functionally crushed. Big E.
I'm frozen by fear for 1 round.
Okay.
So, losing my I thought it was my whole thing. It's just losing my slow action.
Yeah, you can still do something fast wise.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away from this thing since, it can't really follow me, I think.
Okay. Clover, you're still broken and hiding underneath the pool table.
Yep.
And then we come around to Bud's turn, and that's when the doors to the rec room open. And Bud, you see...
What the hell's going on here?
And everyone kind of stops and looks back. And, like, as you're saying that, the Executive Sprague saying like, whoa. Everybody Captain, calm your people before someone takes an inch.
Hey. I draw my gun. I put it to his head. The deal's off. You're attacking my people.
Okay. Go ahead and fire.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't forget, there's still 4 others with you.
I know.
I mean, if you want to
This is my
fire.
crew. This is my crew. I gotta see them through.
He's out like being like, hey, everybody, and all of a sudden Bud just puts the gun up to the back of his head to fire.
I'm pushing it.
Okay.
Oh no!
Wow. I mean, I don't want to say you choked, but you kind of choked. It looks. Oh,
we've
dear
got bits.
God.
We've got.
Do we have bits?
Do
We
we?
do. We do have bits.
I thought Adam
There's a
used
50 and a
them.
50.
All right.
No, the new ones haven't been used
Oh,
yet.
Bert and Adam.
Okay.
Yep, Bert and Adam.
All right. All right. Go ahead. Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right.
There we go.
How much damage does your pistol do?
It does 1 point of damage. It's a laser that goes through armor,
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
And there's an extra one.
and I guess I'll roll stress.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
I'm keeping it cool as I shoot him in the back of the head.
he steps forward, and he's like, "Everybody,
Run!"
just goes to turn and be like, Captain, get your people." Shot right in the face as he does so, and combat continues. I guess.
Oh man.
Marshall, you are flanked. I think it's fair to say you probably don't have your shotgun at this point. I think they probably would have.
What?
said, like,
What?
"Ah, we'll carry that for you," as they
Yeah.
take you down. What do you want to do, Marshall? Your head's flat. Your head like it's still not functioning properly. What do you want to do?
Did they think to take the pistol out from underneath my coat?
We'll say no. I'm not gonna take everything away from you. We'll just take the obvious gun away.
Okay, so the three of them are behind me, and the only one who's next to the captain right now is Sprague, right?
There's 4 of them. Don't forget.
Well, I mean, positioning-wise, my concern isn't about myself. My concern is who's next to the captain.
We'll say they're like in a diamond formation around you, and Sprague was next to the captain.
Okay. I will follow the captain's lead, and I'll quick draw and shoot Sprague.
I guess no one wants to play Alien anymore.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were having fun. Go ahead. That's good.
oh my god. Oh my god. This time, Captain, run!
Yes.
Damn
Yes.
it! Listen this time.
This is
Go!
the buddies where
So you were firing at the executive, or you're firing at the executive, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Oh my god. All right. So, how much total damage?
I think it's a base 2.
Yeah, that's enough. Okay, that's enough to critically injure him. So yeah, you will go ahead and let me go. Jeez.
God.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. All right, so I'm gonna roll his critical injury.
Oh my.
Head dislocation. You blow his head clear off, except for you and the other. Your heads were flinging back. His flinging forward because you shoot him from behind, and his head just explodes outwards. And there's just a massive explosion of like that white blood all over the place. A little bit gets on Bud's face, but this, yeah, he is now also head dislocated. So fast
Hey, Christmas.
actions equals slow actions is that one. All right. Oh my god. It's now androids' turns. Okay. So,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that
say-
was me. I did that. He was
Yeah.
worthless. You're worthless. All of you.
all right. We're gonna start.
And I'll
Yeah.
just try and hope that they shoot me.
Okay.
Aren't
I-
you like in 2 pieces?
I mean, yeah.
I still was. I can't move, and I don't get my fast action anymore.
Yeah. I mean,
But fortunately, quick draw prevents me from having to spend an action, so I could still quick draw and shoot.
All right. I think 2 of them. 2 of them will go after Marshall. 1 of them will go after Bud. As they come in, and they got their bolt guns still.
Yep.
So these things hurt, man.
Yep.
These things have a base damage of 3. So first shot on Marshall. That's 5 damage. So roll a critical injury. Or you want me to do it? You have it up.
I got it.
All right. So you can only use one-armed weapons. Second one's gonna fire at you again. 4 damage this time.
Okay,
Go ahead and roll another critical injury.
3 or 4?
It's 4. It's 3. Or excuse me, 3. It doesn't matter if he's at 0. So you have no legs, no arms. Your head's not working anymore, but you're still functioning technically.
So I can use only one-handed.
Yeah, but you got your pistols. You should be fine.
Yes.
So,
Just a mess.
but you are on the ground now with a gun in your hand. You've got 2 of them over top of you. I mean, there's a third one with you, but they can't really do anything because their head's flopping around. because of the whole slow action, fast action, sequel slow action types of things. Actually, no, she can do something. Never mind. She's just going to, yeah. We'll say 2 and 2 then. All right, so then the other come over to on Bud, bolt gun on Bud. 5 points of damage, Bud.
Bud drops.
You feel
Bud
a
drops.
bolt right in your ribs.
Critical injury table.
Go for it.
Where are we here?
Dear God.
Oh no!
Oh,
I did die tonight.
Oh, it happened.
Oh man.
It happened,
man. Oh
I
man.
called it. I was actually gonna die.
They come up. So
Oh no.
they come right up, right behind you. They put a gun, the bolt gun, right up against your skin. Pull the trigger, and the entirety, all of you who are up and capable of see, probably Clover is the only one who probably can't see this. You just see all of his stomach inside just explode outward as if he was a broken android, except that's not white. That's red blood as it just explodes all over the place. And I guess the other one, seeing this, will go ahead and turn and just use its slow action, because it has a slow action on Marshal.
That's fair.
Let's go ahead and roll another critical injury.
Oh man.
So you add 1 to that, but you already have the arm servos.
He broke your other arm.
Okay, we can say that, yeah. Yeah, we can say that. Your arms are now...
It is Black Knight situation at this
Yeah.
point.
pretty much. Holy crap. Okay.
It was
It's all you, Frenchie.
yeah, it was
You're down
predicted by
too.
the Jolly GM.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, God. All right.
Ooh. Oh my gosh.
All right,
so-
Frenchie, you got to heal everybody.
The other
It's fine.
two
Just gotta heal
androids in
everybody.
the room. I think negotiations are off. So Sprag, whose fast actions equal slow actions, he'll move to help Murph with his head flopping all over the place. Then the one of them's still immobile with the chassis breach, and it's just standing still, legs like almost like Frankenstein, arms just kind of flailing about awkwardly. And then we have the other one that's crawling on the ground. That's got shot a bunch of times. We'll try to, it's just gonna try to crawl towards like Frenchie, who's been shooting. Okay, and that's their turn. I don't think I actually rolled Hazel and Murph last time, so let me do that. So this is that's a miss onto Hazel, and then Hazel will fire back. It should be, it's 8. And we'll fire back on Murph, and Murph is going to be down to 0 as well, which means that's a critical injury. So like you can see one of Murphy's arms is blown off by Hazel, who is like looking around the room at this point, was fairly close to Bud when Bud's insides exploded. So she's covered in red blood. You can see her reaching down and grabbing Rudy and dragging him out from underneath the table and just starting to just back away from all of these extra androids that have now come onto the rec room. So we move over to Frenchie. I think everyone, by the way, doesn't everyone have to roll panic at seeing the captain just explode and die?
Yeah.
I feel like that has to happen.
That's an 11 for me.
Okay.
It's an 8 for me.
All right. So 11, seek cover, Frenchie. You got to use your next action to move away from danger and find a safe spot if possible.
That's not a problem.
Okay. And then
Join me under the pool table.
and
It's
your
wonderful
stress
under here.
is decreased by 1. Melissa, what did you get?
I got an 8, I believe.
Tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rolls using agility suffer -2, but don't worry about that because you're broken still.
Yep.
And then Big E, what did you get? Actually, yours should just be whatever you rolled, right?
Yeah, I think I got 9.
See, you got the same thing as Chuck. You're seeking cover.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're seeking cover as well. All right. So Frenchie,
So
you're captain now. Captain Frenchie.
I'm the captain now. I'm the only
you're
one
in charge.
who's still up.
You are in charge now.
What's the... I have to use my action to run for cover, and I was already thinking about doing this. Clover and Big E, are you two still capable of movement?
I got Clover. Just let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, then I'm running to the door. I'm punching the code in, and I'm running to that ship now.
Okay, so I mean, with your movement, you can get to the door, no problem. Door swing. You punch the code. We'll say you punch the code in. Door swings open, and you're waiting to go.
Yeah.
Big E, what are you doing? You got to seek cover as well.
Well, I'm gonna grab Clover and I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay, we'll say, just because I want to make this difficult,
Sure.
roll a stamina to see just this, because you're dragging her across the room while this is all happening.
I'm not helping.
Okay, you're able to do it. Roll your panic. Oh, nice. Okay, that could be a lot worse. So increase your panic by 1. You start screaming as you're moving across.
No, I have to make a panic roll.
So Clover and Frenchie make panic rolls.
Yeah, no, you're just panicked.
12.
Just panicked on being carried by me, probably.
Okay. All right. So I always have to look these back up. All right. So 12 is scream. You're screaming your lungs out for 1 round, Clover.
Oh, now we're both screaming.
You're
This is super
fine.
fun.
So 2 of you are screaming, getting pulled across this guy. Frenchie, what'd you get, man? What'd you get, Chuck? You're muted, man.
8. That's an 8.
It's an 8. You got that agility thing. -2 agility. You're good.
So Adam, now you have to roll because now I'm screaming.
Oh, fun. What am I rolling
my
again?
God.
Panic?
Right?
I'm rolling panic
I
now?
think technically, yeah, right?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just the horrible spiral
I need
into
to get out.
madness.
I
You're
need to flee.
Okay.
Chuck, I think you have to roll again too, because now
Do I
I
have to roll again too? Oh my god. That's a 10.
10 is freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round.
Oh no!
Losing your
I
next.
got the door open.
You only lose your next slow action.
Okay, good.
All right.
Good.
And
I got
then
the door open.
the stress level of all PCs within short range, so both Clover and Big E,
Gosh,
goes up by 1.
Oh my god.
no!
Did I get off easy?
Oh boy.
I think so.
I mean, you're not even dead
You're
yet.
friendly.
Okay.
You're
Did
gonna
you
be
hear this
fine
phrase?
after this. You're gonna have a whole new group of friends.
Bud's dead. Gonna cross his name off the list. Marshall, it's your turn.
Well, I ain't got no arms. I ain't got no legs.
Nobody grabbed you.
Nobody grabbed me.
You were over by
Um,
the elevator. You were
we're
way
by
over
the-
there.
Yeah. And surrounded by a lot of enemies at this point.
It would have been hard.
I don't even know what I could possibly do other than just out of spite. Am I reasonably close to the one that killed the captain?
Yeah. Yeah, why not?
Can I bite him in the ankle?
Oh, God, yes, you can. Roll an unarmed attack. Absolutely. This has gone so. Yes! And there you are. Just yeah, absolutely. And that thing turns around. It's got the gun. Ready to
Yeah,
go.
it wasn't seeing that coming because it had its back. You had your back to it.
Yeah.
So all of you watch as the 4 androids that have been surrounding Marshall just all like look down and start stomping and shooting and stomping and shooting.
Yeah.
The door closes and you don't see what actually happens. Bud's body is laying down on the ground, big old pool of blood. You see that the head flopping around on the executive Sprague is going after Hazel, who's just firing a gun and firing a gun. As Big E is dragging Clover by, the one that still has like motionless legs is trying to reach out and grab. And just to make this go a little faster, you all are gonna get out. So there's just like the only one left that's chasing you at this point is like the executive. And you hear him the whole way. It didn't have to be this way, and stuff like
What
that.
happened with Hazel and Rudy?
So Hazel's just dragging Rudy, who's just like been freaking out, and so
So they're following us.
I
too?
think they're following you. Yeah. think
Okay,
that
I
makes
would
sense.
while we're running, I would call out like, "I've got your shuttle up here. Follow me."
Okay. So and she's looking at you and it's like, let's go. And so you all start running out. Are you trying to do anything because you know that there's more capable androids back. They just stop for a moment to just finish off Marshall. So are you doing anything to try to like block your escape? Anything?
Can we, like, I don't know, like when the door closes behind us, can I just shoot the control panel out or something?
Yeah, so you're like, go, go, go. And you watch as Hazel's got like Rudy on her shoulder, like, and she's just running past. And right at the door closed, you just shoot. And then you see the figure and the flopping head of the executive, like, coming down the stairs right as the door closes. And you guys escape. You start climbing up one by one into the shuttle itself. Like, Hazel sits down in the pilot seat's like, who the hell's been flying my ship, you know? And
That was me. Shut up and take us to landing pad A.
she's like, all right, no reason to get testy. And then she flies over, let you guys out. You guys hurry, I imagine, hustle across and get yourselves into the ship. And she says, we'll see ya in orbit. And then
Yeah.
you take the ship off. I need you to roll a piloting test though.
Yeah.
To take off.
That's fair.
How long is the ride back?
Like a half an hour. Like, well, since you're flying, actually no, since you're flying, like five minutes.
Is that a turn?
A turn is like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say considering the situation, probably. I mean, like, yeah. Oh my god, that's a lot of stress. Does he crash the ship into a mountain? I think he crashes
I
the
still
ship
got
into
4
a mountain.
successes.
Oh
I
yeah.
still got 4 successes.
So what happens to Frenchie with his panic roll as he's taken off and
His heart
clenching?
explodes.
His heart explodes. Go ahead and roll it. See what happens. I'm curious what your panic is. Oh god.
Could die.
That's only a 9.
All right. I don't think he can though. If he's always got that -2, right?
Yeah.
So you realize that you didn't get your gun, and your gun's back. You just dropped something else. Doesn't matter. It's in your ship. You'll find it. But you left your gun behind the arcade box.
I'm sure Captain had one. Well, I'm sure I have one in my captain's quarters now.
But as you take off, you and the shuttle for the Rhadamanthus, you get into orbit. You realize you're down to, I think that's what we'll call it, right? Like,
Yeah.
okay. What would be like I don't even want to know. By the time you get into orbit, I feel like the stress is starting to pile down. But the realization that Bud got blown up in front, like he's dead, and like Marshall, the last you saw was just getting curb stomped by a bunch of different synths. You're exchanging communication with the Rhadamanthus. You're going back and forth. Like Rudy is calmed down and is like thanking you like profusely and such, and it's just like if you ever, I owe you, and all sorts of different things. Throws
I was
out.
going to ask him, can somebody else go back and rescue like the real Mr. Sprague?
And they'll say like we're messaging in. We're getting like a Colonial Marine crew out here. This isn't something. This is an entire planet that's overrun with synths. We're not sending just random people down here. So it's gonna be a while, but we'll hang back and we'll monitor to make sure nothing leaves orbit. But I'm not setting another foot down on that planet.
I don't blame you. Not one bit.
No, I'm glad to see you were able to make it out.
Same to
It's
you.
too bad about the captain.
Sorry about your friends.
Me too.
Friend.
Oh, not even in death do you get
And-
niceties.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it there. Holy crap! What the hell happened?
Oh,
Holy-
my goodness.
We had a bit of a hothead for a captain.
That's-
Wow.
It was
No,
fun.
I have to
Oh,
protect
so
my crew.
good.
That's my like whole thing. That's his whole thing,
I-
protecting his crew.
And you know what, Matt? You
That
got an
wasn't the wrong
XP for it.
choice.
No problem.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for my next character.
That was
Absolutely.
not the wrong
Sure.
choice.
Okay.
I had to play him through.
gosh.
That was
Yeah,
the
That
way
was
he played.
great, man. I
Yeah.
thought it
Yeah.
was fantastic how that went down. Like, it sucks that 2 of you are
Ooh.
dead, but man, that was
Oh, it was-
fun.
It's part of it.
It was really
Oh.
fun.
Okay. I
Even
figure
worse is we didn't get paid.
Man, I never found out that guy likes knock jokes. I didn't get to tell him mine.
that's true. He never got back with his synths. He hadn't come back.
Yeah, that's right.
I just- I
We'll
hope
say-
that Marshall, with his dying breath, can tell them to send a message to his pen pal.
So that's the thing, dude. Oh my God, Jeremy, you and I go into the journal under player notes.
Oh no.
You have letters.
When you get back, Frenchie, when you report to the to Mother that Bud's gone, like you get control, you get access to Mother, you get tons of access. The only access you don't get is to certain science things, but you see that there's a message waiting for Marshal that has been sent from Tanaka. It was received at some point. You guys don't know exactly when, and it's a letter from Isaac back in Tanaka. And so you can read over it. Jeremy, you want to read it? It's this beautiful little pen
Yes.
pal. Go ahead.
To my friend, Marshall. Hello, how are you? I am fine. Administrator Steele has permitted me access to her private terminals, thus allowing my communication to you. Her initial anger towards your captain seems to have subsided as her duties to the colony overtake her attention. I have attempted to recreate with the other colonists the methods by which you and I became friends, but my attempts have thus far failed. Mr. Byrek, however, seems less averse to my presence in the bar. To help with this, I offered to help clean his establishment. This seems like a suitable exchange, and it brings the colonists much enjoyment. I do not understand why, but it is not my place to understand why. Dr. Saito, conversely, has tried to ban me from his laboratory, claiming I am there only to steal his work. This is absurd, of course. I have already complete access to his terminal and databases. The administrator ensured we have access to all colony terminals for security purposes. Curious, does this mean I am a spy? Should my next letter to you, my friend, be encoded to ensure the company cannot perceive its true intent? I envy you and the large degree of freedom you have been afforded. Traveling the stars must prove fulfilling application of your programming. Tomorrow, I must meet with the colony engineers to discuss how best to reinforce our structures. The geological instability in Sector 27 has increased since your presence here. If I may be so bold, I will suggest to the administrator that your ship be contracted to deliver the necessary construction materials. I hope you are well. I look forward to your return correspondence. With regards, Isaac. Wonderful.
It seems so sad.
It does. It does.
Never hear from you again.
He's gonna feel so rejected.
It's
Well-
almost gonna make me feel bad for sending a smart ass message back, setting Isaac up to get in trouble,
Oh, man.
Oh,
Poor
no.
Isaac.
It's almost,
giving
know.
just really bad advice.
since we can't tell when it came in, I bet you it came in when Marshall still could have checked it and he just ignored it.
Could be. Could be.
Aw.
So we'll say, in terms of payment, you'll get some compensation probably from the ICC for helping and aiding one of its employees, rescuing them. You've got the need now to recruit some additional crew members. So probably head off to like Anchor Point Station where there's always people looking for jobs. So you can probably recruit there. So we'll probably pick up next time maybe on the space station. I'm just gonna see how that goes. Let's do a quick experience question. So keep track of your own. Did you participate in the game session? Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? Bud did. Matt, you can take an extra XP for your next character. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC?
Yep.
Because your buddy Bud is Marshall, right?
Yeah,
we
Marshall,
risk our lives
buddies.
for each other.
You get plus, so you guys can both take bonuses and apply this to your next character. Did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC? Anybody?
We worked together.
Mocked when he died.
Did you make
I was a jerk. Does that count?
Did you make a panic roll? Pretty much everyone did,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Overcome a dangerous event using violent or non-violent means.
Yes.
We saved our asses.
I'm gonna say 3 of you overcame it. So, did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
That was last time.
Yeah, I feel like you guys learned about the sins last time. Extraordinary action of some kind. You want to make a case for something?
Hived?
I mean, I was just a jerk. I shot people when they looked away.
Yeah.
No, the most extraordinary thing I did was I already got a point for, and like sacrificing for a buddy. So
Okay. And did you earn
I
any
don't
money?
think
We'll
that-
say yes. We'll say you'll get like, you won't get as much as you would have gotten from a private corporation, but we'll say the ICC gives you like 50k credits as opposed to the 70 you would have gotten from the actual thing. So yeah, we'll take some money for that. All right then.
How much is a power loader?
I'll have to look it up. I don't know if it's a lot.
No,
though.
it's a lot.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
We didn't spend any money from our last job, though. I don't think.
Yeah, I gotta look into upkeep, see what the upkeep is of your ship and stuff, and see how much that counts. I'll have to double check that.
Details.
Gotta put some gas in the tank, you know. All right, so let's do some closing plugs. What do you got going on this week, Jeremy? Anything of interest?
Yeah, we're gonna be getting another episode of the Pludecast recorded. PLEWD Pludecast. Matt here and our buddy Ken. Be a good time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll cry a little bit as we talk about martial law.
Hey, you know, you're not the only model. There are other
my
versions of
God.
martial laws elsewhere.
That's probably bad news.
Probably. Adam.
I'd like to plug the Divinity Unleashed preview. It's a supplement releasing for Zweihander RPGs, so that brings 10 professions to the table. You can take them at basic tier and start specialized in a school, because in Zweihander you have to wait until intermediate tier to do so. Here's a free preview. You can check it out, and it should be released sometime in the first half of 2021.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to set up a Nightbot command for you next time.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Let's see. Melissa, what are we doing this week?
What are we doing this week?
All right,
On
I'll do it
Saturday,
last.
We're playing.
Oh, you
something?
remember? Okay, I thought you were seriously asking me that question.
I know we're playing something on Saturday. That's
Okay.
what I remember for the week.
Matt, what do you got going this week?
You can catch me on the Free League channel tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're doing the second part of Twilight 2000. Jeff's a player in that. And then on Thursday, I'm kicking off the Forbidden Lands Bitter Reach campaign. On Saturday, Chuck is going to be over there running some more Forbidden Lands. And on Sunday, we've got another Alien game going on set in the Bronze Age, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, you're not gonna kills Majewski tomorrow night because
No.
okay, good.
Vengeance.
Good. I totally understand that. But
Revenge step. No, this is part of Alien. I finally get to be in the
This is
player's
great.
seat and
This is
die
great.
with the role. I did this
Yeah.
to Jeremy. Jeremy rolled
Yeah.
disemboweled in
I
my
did.
game.
I absolutely love your decision. Like, it's true. Like Jolly said this in the chat. Like, if you just said stop, it probably could have stopped. But man, it makes perfect sense for you not to want to. And God, did those rolls come up great. All right, Chuck, what's going on with Defenders?
Oh man, tomorrow night over on Notorious DMG TV, playing some First Ed D&D. Wednesday night on Defenders of Cobalt, we're doing Rime of the Frostmaiden in Dark Trails, the DCC Weird West game. Friday, we'll be doing our evil 5th Ed campaign that Joe runs, and like Matt mentioned, Saturday, Free League Publishing, 1 p.m. Central. And Sunday, we'll be back on Notorious DMG TV for more Shadowrun. Yeah.
And then the game Melissa was mentioning, the Saturday game for us on this channel. If you like industrial sci-fi horror stuff, we're playing a different game, but same sort of theme, Those Dark Places. So catch that on 5 Central. Matt's holding up the book right there. You catch that at 5 Central after the Forbidden Lands game with Chuck. So come check that out. I'm not sure if we're doing that on Friday yet, but it's definitely something on Saturday. So thank you to the folks that hung out tonight and watched. Thank you to those of you who gave us some bits. Thanks for watching this later on. If you're watching this on YouTube or something, I'm going to go ahead and put us on the end screen, and we're going to find somebody to raid. And we'll catch you in 2 weeks again for more Alien, and we get to meet 2 new characters. It's going to be great. So good night, everybody.